That's my story. That's my story. Question of the day, Dr. Shockma. Question for Jay. Not question of the day. Did you think the ending of The Witch was too absurd?
No.
Reminded me of the ending of Beetlejuice where Winona Ryder danced in the air. My girlfriend and I lost it with laughter.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect ending. I don't want to give it away for anyone who hasn't
Don't
seen
give
The
it
Witch.
away.
But it's yeah, no, it's great.
You respectfully disagree, or you disrespectfully disagree?
I disrespectfully disagree. I think it's a wonderful ending. It's this character with nowhere else to go. She's been told she's something multiple times, and so she's like, "All right, I'll just be that," and that's the end of the movie. It's great. I love that witch. I just rewatched it a couple weeks ago.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Jack, tell Rich about heavy attacks after enemies. He knows already.
After they what? Been staggered?
After they run out of stamina, you press the heavy attack button. He's been doing that, I thought.
Tried it once, didn't say that we did much.
Next time you go to the altar, we'll look into leveling up some things.
Is this like Dark Souls where you lose stuff when you die?
Yeah.
I probably don't have much.
No, right now you have 432. Have you been finding your bird when you die?
Finding my bird?
Yeah, you know, like in Dark Souls, when you die, you find all the souls.
Oh! They do that?
Yeah.
I didn't... Wow. Okay, no, I didn't even know they were doing that.
Oh yeah, they totally do that. So wherever you die, you're because you chose the bird god.
Last time I didn't have that much, so it doesn't matter.
Ah, okay. Your bird should be lying around wherever you died. Oh yeah. Also, I found that either high or middle stance is kind of the sweet spot where you get to attack more, and it doesn't cost as much chi to dodge.
I don't know, I'm kind of fond of
The low stance?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's fine. You do you, man. You do you. Squunk182 says, I really enjoy your content. It has helped me laugh during some tough times in the last year. I was wondering if
They
you...
didn't even kill him. I didn't even come close to killing him. I did it.
I'm sorry. Well, no, then you know what? I'm sorry, Rich. Then do your own thing. I was trying to help, and you know what works for me, it doesn't necessarily work for you, and I'm sorry. Go back to your low stance. I'm more of a I like to kind of like dodge, get in there with the quick little jabs and dodge. So if you're more of a different fighter, that's fine. Where were we? During some tough times, Squunk, our content. Ever wondering if you ever get burnt out on movies? Thanks so much for doing what you do. Jay, you watch more movies than any person I know.
The only thing I ever get burnt out on is if we're watching Best of the Worst movies and they're all dull. That's about it.
You get burnt out on dull movies.
Yeah, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
But I mean, if there's like, you know, like half in the bag, like, oh, Rings is getting terrible reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. You guys got to do Rings. And you're like, no, we'll skip that one.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, we try to, you know, sometimes there's movies that are getting terrible reviews that we could hopefully have fun with, like The Bye Bye Man. But something like Rings, no, we'll just skip it. And then I don't have to worry about getting burnt out.
Mm-hmm. There you go. That's easy. Yeah. And like sometimes with me, like Neo, which is a game that I played all of today and most of yesterday because it came out yesterday. It's a fine game. I'm enjoying it so far. To be honest, though, I would have rather been playing like Overwatch. I would have, you know, like not necessarily the game that I was in the mood to play, but you know, this is the game I got to play because we're gonna do an episode on it.
Yeah, I just started to get into Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Yep.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. So you know, sometimes there's stuff I'd rather be doing.
Work.
Gotta do it. Yeah, gotta play for work. Then you just remind yourself that you get to play games for work, and you're okay with it.
Yeah.
then you're okay with it. Anonymous says, Jack, speaking of Cartoon Network, are you interested in Samurai Jack? Fuck, yes I am. Returning on Adult Swim. It's interesting to see an action show that used to be for kids no longer have to dial back on violence. That was always the thing with the old Samurai Jack cartoon, is every episode he'd either be fighting robots or rock monsters or never humans.
Yeah.
So no blood.
So this new season is they're doing whatever they want?
Apparently.
Why? How are they getting away with it now?
Adult Swim.
Okay.
Adult Swim
What was it
not a
on
thing.
before?
It was on Cartoon Network.
Oh, okay. But not Adult Swim.
Well, that was before Adult Swim was a thing.
Oh, it's been that long since Samurai Jack was around.
Yeah.
Okay.
I loved the shit out of Samurai Jack.
I've never seen it.
Is it a reboot or a continuation?
A continuation.
And it's the same creative people?
Same creative team.
Ah.
Gindi Tarkanowski? Guinea?
Tartakovsky?
Yeah.
Gendy. Or
Gen-
Gendy or Gendy?
Right.
The same guy that did the original Clone Wars cartoons, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Before it was the CG thing.
And
Or really, the guy who did Dexter's Laboratory and a
Oh,
whole
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of other things
And
that wasn't the
Powerpuff
fucking Clone
Girls
Wars.
and-
Well, that's I don't know much about him. I just know he did the Clone Wars too.
Wasn't Powerpuff Girls Greg McCracken?
Gindi was in there too.
Okay.
Or Guinea or whatever his fucking name is. Gendy Tartakovsky.
Tartakovsky?
Yeah. But oh man, so that's it, like I recently just rewatched some of season 1 because I was trying to get my kids into it, and it's just so slow they can't
Oh yeah.
because it's just
Which?
Samurai Jack. It's
Yeah?
just nothing but atmosphere, and I don't think they were old enough.
Huh.
That was like maybe a year or so ago. I tried, hey, let's watch this. It's about a samurai. And then, it's just nothing but solid atmosphere. It's gorgeous. They actually, like, right now, I don't know if it's still happening. If you go to adultswim.com, they've been live streaming every episode in a loop
Oh wow.
to hype up for the new season. So, like, you can go there and watch episodes. I watched a couple episodes the other day, and it's just so fucking slow and deliberate. It's great. Samurai Jack is great. That's who does the voice of that? Lamar? What's his name? Also does a bunch of voices on Futurama. Was on Mad TV.
Oh.
Phil Lamar?
Phil Lamar.
Lariche LaMarche?
Phil Lamar.
Phil Lamar was on Mad TV, if that's
Yeah.
who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he did the voice of Jack and a
The
bunch
guy
of
who gets his
voices.
head blown off in Pulp Fiction
Yeah.
in the back of the car.
Yep. Very slow show. Yeah. Phil Lamar. Yes, that was his name. Great. Yeah, he does the voice of Jack and a bunch of other voices.
So Hermes is Samurai Jack.
Ooh, yes. Oh, there it is. There's your bird.
Well, I got the bird.
You got the bird. Oh, well, at least you got the bird.
That's on the Stranger Things trailer. You missed it, jerk. Yeah.
Wait,
you got it-
jerk?
You got it about 45 minutes too late.
Why jerk? The moral of the Stranger Things is we all liked the first season so much we're less excited about the trailer than more the second season existing in general.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the quick wrap up.
There was nothing in the trailer that got me more interested than I was before,
The
really.
big thing in the background.
The big
was
thing
neat.
that was the one shot that I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay, maybe we're gonna see more of this other world, but that was about it. But yeah, like you mentioned, the Ghostbusters, like I don't care.
It's cute, but
It's
it's, not
cute.
like, oh boy, they're introduced like the Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
I clapped.
I did exactly. I don't care about the nostalgia stuff.
I saw a logo I recognized, so
Yeah.
I clapped. Yeah.
I saw some people were complaining online about them wearing Ghostbusters outfits, where they're like, no one was wearing Ghostbusters costumes that soon after the movie. It's like, yeah, they were. They were.
They didn't make them. You'd have to make your own proton
way-
pack.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see the proton pack they have is like made out of like vacuum cleaner hoses and shit. It's perfect.
No, there were a ton of people posting online afterwards of like, here's me,
Yeah.
that age with my homemade Ghostbusters outfit.
Yeah.
Ghostbusters was huge. Kids dressed up like them. Absolutely.
Am I out of
Yeah, what a
health?
weird thing
Oh,
to try and complain about.
People are dumb. People be dumb. How are you out of health already?
I don't know. I had some bad strokes of luck here. And I lost my bird.
You lost your
I
bird?
lost my bird, Jack.
Oh, did you accidentally click R2 and go to the other thing?
Oh, you know what? That might have happened.
I think that's what happened. Click R2 again. There it is.
I hate that.
Yep,
I absolutely hate that.
I do too. And then if if you hold R1, you can switch your weapons on the fly, right?
Yeah, hold on. Why isn't that where you can just flick, flick,
Yeah.
flick?
No, I know. I know, Rich.
That's a weird design choice.
Yes, it is. It's very weird. There's a lot of usability issues that I have so far.
Also-
user interface issues.
Well,
What do you need?
I'm thinking like the stances instead of the buttons. Like holding down R1 and then just up or down for like high or low might be more intuitive. But that's not really a gripe. Just
Well,
I wonder if it wouldn't work slightly better, but
no,
maybe not.
I think that is a gripe. Like, it's an important gripe because like how natural the controls are affects how much into the game you are.
To some degree, it might be just getting used to it, though.
Yeah, I agree. Hi, Jack, Rich, and Jay. You guys like any movie that is very forgotten and or underrated? Me, for example, I really like Wanted. And think it's really fresh and
Super
influential
funky-
with the
funky
style.
Fresh.
Is Wanted the Angelina Jolie movie?
I don't know. I don't know what movie Wanted
I
is.
think that's a movie with Angelina Jolie. But I guess me not knowing for sure is an example of it being mostly forgotten.
Yeah.
You thinking of the curved bullet one? What was that called?
I think that's Wanted.
That was Wanted?
I think so.
Oh.
I've never seen it.
With James McAvoy.
I have no idea. I know Angelina Jolie's in it.
Oh.
If I'm thinking of the same movie.
No. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of movies. Hardly any movie is forgotten anymore. I know Rich and I were having a bit of a nostalgia trip for Nothing But Trouble the other day.
Oh God.
Right?
I was talking about that with someone recently. I don't even remember who or how it came up. But I was saying, like, that's a movie that seems like it should have a cult following by now
Right.
because it's so fucking weird. But it's also just bad, which is why it doesn't have a cult following.
Can we agree, though, that it is so fucking weird, even though it is awful,
Yeah.
that it is so worth a watch?
Yes.
Because of
I would agree
how
with that.
weird
But
it
it's
is.
not, like, because I have a soft spot for movies that maybe tried to do something different and weird that maybe didn't completely succeed, but I think they're worth watching. But Nothing But Trouble is just bad.
But bad in a very interesting way.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's fascinating because it's all Dan Aykroyd. Like,
Yeah.
he wrote it, he directed it, he's in it, playing multiple parts, like, and he's a smart man. And it's like, what?
Wait. You're saying Dan Aykroyd's a smart man? Dan Aykroyd is a crazy man.
Oh, sure.
Before he is a smart man.
Okay. In the order of yeah.
No,
that's
but
true.
also there is some legit star power in there.
Oh yeah, there's like John Candy's in that, and
Demi
Chevy
Moore?
Chase, Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Taylor Negron in one of his biggest roles. He's not star power, but it's interesting that he has such a large part in it.
Snoop Dogg? Or who was
No.
the rapper?
Tupac is in it.
Tupac.
Well, it's Digital
Well.
Underground, which is weird
The Humpty
that they're in it
Dance.
at all.
Yeah. Look, I don't know the rappers, Jack.
You don't know the rappers.
Well, yeah, Humpty Hump is in it. And,
Humpty
and
Hump.
Tupac and the whole Digital Underground crew. Yeah, what a weird movie.
Yeah.
And it's not funny. It's comedy, but it's not funny.
Right?
Very little in it actually works comedically.
I mean, just the giant babies alone are worth
One of which is Dan Aykroyd.
are worth their own series of breakdowns of
Yeah.
just like why, how, why.
And you always hear about like Dan Aykroyd's original ideas for Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Like if he had control,
It would have been Nothing But Trouble.
It would have been something like Nothing But Trouble. He needs other people to collaborate with, or you end up with Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
It's
It's-
not. It's so
It's
bad.
a beautiful disaster, is what it is.
John Candy plays multiple roles.
Yep.
He plays a woman.
Oh yeah.
I'm terrible at this game. But I'm also distracted.
Yeah.
It's acted by Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
And his dick nose,
Yep.
which is a fake nose. Doesn't he take it off at one point?
Well, he's got nothing under there.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's like a skeleton.
His
Like
nose is rotted off. His real
oh,
nose.
and he has a
It's great.
prosthetic nose that looks like a dick.
It's great.
Oh man.
It's amazing. Nothing but trouble is what it is.
Yeah, that's one of those classic cases of like, well, this particular creative person has made us enough money and made enough hits where we're gonna let him do whatever he wants.
Nope.
Oh, we're never doing that again.
Yep. Jay, did you see The Founder?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Is it even out here yet?
Yeah, it's out.
Oh, okay. Also, have you guys seen Yoga Hosers?
Yes.
Oh.
It's just as bad as you would think it would be.
There you go.
It's so bad I don't even have anything to say about it.
Oh.
It's just terrible. And this is coming from someone that was
Rich,
very
go back to the
forgiving
shrine.
of Tusk.
What's at
Go
the
back to the
shrine?
shrine for a second. Yeah, you were very forgiving of Tusk.
I actually kind of liked Tusk. I was really surprised.
Pray at the shrine for a second. Go to... Oh, you don't have it yet.
It's because I'm doing terrible because we're talking
No,
and
no,
I'm
no.
I'm dedicating only a portion of my concentration to the game.
Oh, no, you know what? Sorry, wait, stop. Go, press the big pad. Go over to... Oh, stop. Go to, over left. One, that one. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Gotta learn some shit. So now,
What do these
now,
cost?
so you have set... Wait. You're paying for stuff already. And
Right.
you're on swords, and you want to be on double swords, because that's what you have. So
Well, I
click,
got a normal sword right now.
or I thought you had the 2 double swords.
I put that down. I picked the double swords for like the point and skills, but
Oh, okay.
I haven't consistently used that weapon.
Whatever weapon you're consistently using. So yeah, so now you can buy stuff.
Okay.
So like here is,
So this I already have. Is that what that is?
yeah, that's kind of just normal stuff. But here you can grapple an enemy who is out of key. That follows up with a powerful attack. This is the thing that Rich needed that you guys keep telling Rich to do. He didn't buy it yet. He did not have that skill yet, which is what I kept saying. But the chat was saying, no, everyone has that skill. That's just a skill you get right away. And I'm telling you. So these are some extra moves you can do, Rich.
Okay.
This will help you. This will help you on your journeys. Also, so GameChild UK also really liking the Nerd Crew. Happy to see it becoming a successful series. And RLM Vienna Sausage, anyone?
What?
Vienna Sausage? Yoga. Oh. Fuck. Yoga Hosers.
Oh God.
Oh, Kevin Smith. Much like Netflix, he has his audience.
He has his audience. And he's willing to put in no effort because he knows they'll just watch whatever he makes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got this idea. I know it's terrible, but it'll be funny that it's terrible, and everyone will watch it anyway. I'm gonna go smoke pot.
Yeah. Right. Right. He's had no what do you call it? Someone to push back. He's had no negative reinforcement.
Yeah. Well, he blocks out, and he just constantly writes off anyone that gives him negative criticism.
Yeah.
He'll be self-deprecating, you know, left and right, but the minute someone else criticizes him, then he gets super thin-skinned and just stops paying attention to that person because they're just mean. They're just a meanie.
Follow B. Jay has seen Split. He thinks it has redeemed M. Night.
Yes, Split's very, very good.
He's not going to talk about it more for spoiler sake.
Yes.
That is the Split. That is the Split. Tartan says, Jay, I asked this earlier, Jack and Rich, is John Carpenter slowly melting into an elderly David Lopan?
John Carpenter has looked like an elderly person for 30 years.
That's
But
very true.
Lopan specifically.
I can see a little bit
And
of it.
that's not far off the mark.
Yeah, yeah. There's a little bit of Lopan in current John Carpenter.
Any of you guys watching Legion?
No,
I don't even
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what Legion is. I'm sorry.
I have no idea.
Legion? Nope. No,
No.
Richard, we gotta know. I'm sorry, Mr. Bucket. None of us are watching Legion. Neon Lemix. Within the last year, I became an atheist because, well, I read the Bible. How do you deal with the crippling hopelessness that comes with it? Love the work, and thanks for all you do.
Why do you have a crippling hopelessness is my question.
That's
It should be a freeing thing.
that's actually that's on you, man.
Yeah.
Your crippling hopelessness.
Like really, what is there to feel hopeless about?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's whatever that person's feeling. I think for some people have an issue dealing with the lack of an afterlife, but as far as I'm concerned, that just makes life more important. Like this is it. This is all you got. You better do something good with it,
Yeah.
even if that good is just being nice to all the people around you. And like that's something good with it. So, I guess that's how I deal. When you're dead, you're dead. So better do it while I'm alive.
Exactly.
Shit, yeah. Tired and sad. Jay, I know you love Alien 3.
Yeah.
But isn't Alien Covenant really any better an idea than Blomkamp's new canceled Alien film?
I don't know. I bet. Is this the Blomkamp one canceled again? I thought I heard it was canceled, and then I thought they were gonna do it. Maybe they're not doing it again. I don't care. I don't care about the Alien series anymore. Alien Covenant looks lame as fuck. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, and maybe there's more to the movie than what we see in the trailer, but it looks lame.
Just because you loved a movie doesn't mean there needs to be endless sequels
Yes.
until the end of fucking time.
Yeah, and the Blomkamp one would. It's from what it sounded like. It would just be fan service. It would just be like no one liked Alien 3. We're gonna retcon that, and we're gonna give you Ripley. We're gonna give you Newt. And we're gonna give you all these things that you liked from Aliens. It's like a fan. It's Neil Blomkamp's a fan, so it would be a big budget fan film basically. Maybe it'd be fine. I don't know. Blomkamp doesn't really have a very good track record. He made one good movie.
I'm gonna go on record as saying I've seen enough of the Xenomorph.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'll be with you on that.
And how sad is it that name stuck? they
Where did it come from?
aliens. Like, they just had
Was it not till Aliens? I don't know. Like I know it's not said anywhere in Alien, but I didn't know if that was something that was established elsewhere or whatever.
So yeah, when
And I always saw the stupid name as like making a point, like the corporate suits who named it. They don't understand what they're dealing with. It's got this dumb name.
Yeah.
sure, classifying it.
Yeah, trying to give it a classification as this. And
XJ3777. right. And that's what Xenomorph was.
Yeah, no, I think the first 3 Alien movies, and I know a lot of people don't like Alien 3, but I think the first 3 movies wraps everything up that you need from that series. I don't hate Alien Resurrection. It's sort of a goofy, kind of fun movie, but it's not necessary.
Yeah.
I it doesn't need to exist.
Right.
But you have Alien, and then you have Aliens, which kind of takes everything that was in Alien and ups it. It's more of an action movie. And then you have Alien 3, which for me wraps up Ripley's story very well. That's all
Until
you
she's a
need.
clone. No,
Until
she's a clone.
she's
a
clone,
and she's got superpowers or something. I forget.
She can play basketball really great, 'cause that's
Like-
what we wanted in an Alien movie. Wow, look at her basketball skills.
That's exactly what we want in an Alien
Yep.
movie. Right? Come on.
But yeah, no, we don't need more. There's nothing more to do with the Alien.
Right? No, and like that's something I've talked about a lot. I don't think Rich has seen any of Blomkamp's movies, but he has one really good movie.
Yes.
He's got one can kind of be justified movie, and he's got one bad.
And then he's got Chappie.
and he's got Chappie.
Yeah. Chappie.
Like I think there's an argument that can be made for Elysium. There's some good parts to it. Matt Damon's pretty good. Gets a little preachy.
How come the strong attack is not working when he's red?
Huh?
Oh, that was the sword. Never mind, I got that for the sword.
You got that for the sword, and it might not work. You're in low stance. Maybe it doesn't work in low stance. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know 100% the rules. District 9 is great. District 9 is a great movie. That holds up as still a good movie.
Yeah.
Elysium, like I said, I can make an argument for Elysium. There's some fun in there. Who's the villain in that? Jodie Foster's great. Matt Damon. Oh, it was Matt Damon. He's a great guy. He's a superstar. He's going
like
to
a
China,
weird mech suit.
right?
Yeah.
But like not. The thing I actually really liked about that is it is not a sexy mech suit.
Oh, sure.
It looks dumb.
It's clunky and awkward, right?
Clunky, just like it should.
Which mech suit are we talking about here?
Elysium mech
Okay.
suit. A little heavy-handed with the social commentary,
Sure.
and the ending didn't make sense in the sci-fi universe.
Was Elysium the one where like the rich people all lived and
In like the ring and surrounding Earth,
the rings it's surrounding Earth?
yeah, or it's like a spaceship or it's something I forget.
Okay. Did I ever mention that that's similar to an idea me and Mike had like back in high school? Like a schlock idea. We weren't taking it too seriously, but some kind of like, dystopian future where everyone was poor, but all the rich people lived. There's like this big structure in the middle of the series, like a giant tower.
Yep.
And all the rich people lived in there, and they were gonna kill all the poor people. And this giant rolling pin was gonna come out of the giant tower in the center of the city, and it was gonna come down, and it was gonna slowly start like rotating, like crushing all of the poor people as it went.
Oh, that's great. No, and like the big thing that they're trying to accomplish in Elysium, spoiler alerts for Elysium, by the way, is they're trying to get the rich people in the space ring have all this advanced medical technology, and they don't want to use it on the poor people.
Sure.
And at the end, they trick the computers into thinking that all the poor people on Earth are the rich people. So all the medical stuff goes down to Earth, and there's these, like, they win, and there's all these shots of all these like medical robots and ships going to Earth and fixing all the poor people.
Yeah.
But there didn't seem to be any cost to it. So like you get to the end of the movie, they're like, that's really easy. Why didn't the rich people just do that to shut them up? Like the rich people were still getting medicine and still happy, and so it was like they never made the case for why the rich people weren't doing that, other than rich people are bad.
Right.
And so it was like, what did it cost them? So I thought the ending was really flimsy, but there was some fun stuff in there. There was some fun stuff in there. Let's see here. Anonymous says, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness, it was the epoch of belief, it was the epoch of incredulity, it was the season of light.
What?
What? That's what Anonymous paid $2 to have me say. So I said it. Decon Twitch, have you guys seen any Brazilian movies? City of God is really good. Nope.
I'm trying to think.
Brazilian movies.
I don't think I have.
So Brazil doesn't count.
Rich.
I'm trying to think. I maybe have, and I can't think of any offhand.
Great.
I'm just having the worst time.
Yeah, like
Section.
a lot of it you need to start rocking that chi rebuild.
Yeah, so I can't even. Well, I don't even like doing that in Gears of War.
Right. Well, and it's really tough because you have to take your eye. Like I think it works better if you actually look at your chi meter, but then you have to take your eye off your enemy to get a solid chi rebuild. It's tough, Rich. It's tough. E. Farron says, Jack, I thought about it, or I toughed it out through season 1 of Jessica Jones. It ended up growing on me. Still not a big Kristen Ritter fan, but she ended up being tolerable. I even got used to her weird walking. Thanks.
Does she walk weird?
Maybe. I know for me, the thing that bothered me the most during the season 1 of Jessica Jones was these awful jeans that she was wearing. She had the same pair of jeans on throughout the entire season, and they were ratty, and they like were not flattering to her figure. And it's like, why the hell is she wearing these jeans? They're so gross. And yeah, she's a gross character. She's an alcoholic and doesn't care about life. But there actually is a payoff for the jeans at the end of the season.
There you go.
So that shocked and delighted me. I'm super into Jessica Jones. Whose side do you take in the Kevin Smith's feud with Bruce Willis?
What's the feud specifically?
They made Cop Out,
Yeah.
and Bruce Willis was annoyed at Kevin Smith because he didn't seem to understand any of the technical aspects of filmmaking, and that annoyed Bruce Willis.
That's understandable.
And so
Yeah.
Bruce Willis then kind of phoned in his performance and
Yeah.
led to a lot of tension on the set, which caused Kevin Smith to...
He told a whole story about it, and
yeah.
I'm gonna side. I don't give a shit about either of them. I don't want to side with either of them because
Yeah.
Bruce Willis seems to not give a shit about anything he's in ever anymore, and Kevin Smith is kind of technically inept. He owns up to it, but he's still. I think in that story he tells about Bruce Willis, when Bruce Willis is like, "You've been making movies for how many years and you never learned your lenses?" I think Bruce Willis has a point.
Yep. Yeah.
So I'm going to lean a little more towards Bruce Willis, but I think they're both kind of shitty.
At this, what we can agree on is both of them were acting unprofessional.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty shitty of Kevin Smith to make like a whole... to try and like make himself look like the victim
Right.
by telling this whole story about it. Like, oh, Bruce Willis was mean to me.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe you deserved it.
Maybe you should learn how to fucking direct or hire someone who can learn that shit for you. That's what
Well, he does. That's
cinematographers
his
do.
cinematographer
Right.
did all that stuff for him. But it's still like, you should know these things.
At least enough to know what to ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Anonymous says, oh, sorry. It was the season of darkness. It was the spring of hope. It was the winter of despair. We had everything before us. We had nothing before us. We were all going direct to heaven, except Rich Evans.
Yeah. Sure, whatever.
Jay,
You're presuming any of you are going to heaven.
that's
Come on.
they said the thing. I said the thing. Jay, is Dune a great David Lynch movie or the greatest David Lynch movie?
Didn't we just talk about this shit?
Dune?
I'm
You
still
people all gotta stop showing up 2 hours late.
I'm still catching up, man. Still catching up with tips. Dune, great David Lynch movie or the greatest David Lynch movie is the question.
No.
Great. Isn't Kyle MacLachlan in that?
Yeah. Sting is in that. Lots of people are in it.
Gotta see this movie.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
You should do what I do and start watching it and then give up 20 minutes in. I've done that a couple of times now. I love that David Lynch. I gotta give this movie another shot. No.
No. Are you looking forward to M. Night Shyamalan's upcoming Unbreakable sequel, shared universe that he's working on completing? God, I hope not.
I mean, I have a different opinion of him now after Split because I liked Split so
Sure.
much.
Maybe I need to see Split first.
So I am kind of open to it, but
How are you not dead?
he has only made one good movie in the last 15 years, so it's quite possible it's a fluke.
His track record's not...
His track record's not the best. I do love Unbreakable. That's actually my favorite movie of his.
Unbreakable's a great movie.
Yeah.
Unbreakable.
But the thing that
Am
makes...
I David?
It's a miracle!
It's a miracle.
Them females are strong as hell. The thing that makes Unbreakable kind of remarkable in its own right is it is, as intended, the first act of a superhero movie stretched out through an entire movie.
Yeah.
So the idea of him now presumably making the second act an entire movie doesn't really sit right with me, because that was the whole idea. It's like, we don't get the massive payoff of the cape and the crime caper. Like, it's just this small little simple thing.
Yeah. And there's something similar in Split, where I don't want to give away spoilers because you haven't seen it.
Don't give us. I still want
So
to see
I will give no spoilers, but there's something similar in Split where there's a revelation at the end of the movie where if there's no payoff to it in a future movie, I'm A-okay with that. It's a great revelation that kind of recontextualizes the whole movie, but if there's no follow-up on it in any other movies, I that's fine. It works as just a little moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all I can say without giving anything away. It's tricky.
I'm starting to get excited to see Split.
It doesn't have a twist in the traditional sense of like obviously Sixth Sense, if it didn't have the twist that it has, it would not be as interesting of a movie. Like, the twist kind of makes the movie. Split, if it did not, and I don't even want to call it a twist, I'll just call it a revelation of more information.
Yeah.
If it did not have that, the movie would still function great as a movie. But it adds this other element to it that makes you go back and look at the movie in a different light. So
I need more health files, Jack.
I Am Fucking Dragon. Yes, this is a PlayStation exclusive game. This is only on the PlayStation 4. Oh, I'm excited. My local theater. I think I just need to take a day off of work because they're playing both Split and La La Land. Like, ooh, I want to see both of those. Honey, take the kids. I gotta see it. No, I gotta see it for. We're doing a thing. I'll tell them we're gonna make a video about it.
go see La La Land if you want to take a nap.
Oh, you be quiet! Beautiful people singing songs. It's gonna be great.
Until they forget that the movie's a musical for a good 45 minutes to an hour.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All I'm saying is if Lisa asks you about a video we made about Split and La La Land, just go along with it.
Okay, will do.
I might have to. No, I won't. No, I won't. Hey, Jack and Rich and Jay. Love hearing Jack talk about the DC TV shows. Oh yes, my garbage shows. I love my garbage shows. Do you think all the shows have been great this season? Even Arrow? P.S. Caught the feels when Supergirl's sister caught the gay. Supergirl has been, since they've moved to CW, Supergirl has been spot fucking on. They've changed the tone. They've gotten rid of Villain of the Week stuff. They've lightened it up. Superman was a great addition.
So we can say that the networks just suck.
CBS did not know how to handle the property. Yeah. But, and Arrow's been pretty good, and Flash is good. I don't watch Legends of Tomorrow. I haven't, you know what? And I'm behind. I haven't seen most of the new stuff of Arrow and Flash, but yeah, so far so good. I like it all. I like it all. CBS is for old people, and I've heard really good things about Legends of Tomorrow. I know, like, they did a whole episode about George Lucas.
Yeah.
Like, they had to say, like, they had to go back in time, and like, there was a ripple in time, so George Lucas never made movies or something, so they had to convince him to make movies, and they ended up, like, making Star Wars disappear or something, which set back scientists who wanted to do space travel, or, you know, like some sort of reasons. So, like, they're getting, Legends of Tomorrow is getting super schlock, which is great. And no, I haven't seen Riverdale. Have you heard about Riverdale?
I'm assuming it has something to do with Archie.
It's Archie.
Yeah.
Sexy Archie.
Okay. The comics started doing sexy Archie, didn't they?
Did they?
They dropped, like, the ultra cartoony style, or maybe at least, maybe it's like the Ultimate Universe version of Archie, and they still do normal Archie. I don't know.
I think they still do normal Archie, but this is sexy Archie.
They did Zombie Archie.
Did
No,
they?
Yeah. Afterlife with Archie, rather than Life with Archie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, well, and that's
It's an ongoing thing too. It wasn't like a one-off.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, they have Sexy Archie now, which I haven't seen. Riverdale.
Oh, I've heard a little bit about that.
Sexy Archie. Rich is getting a phone
Rich
call.
is leaving.
Rich is done. But so I haven't seen Riverdale.
Rich got too upset about talking about Riverdale.
Oh yeah, it's really getting under his skin. It like to me though, that's one of those concepts that is a sketch.
Yes.
Like turning Archie,
Sexy Archie.
Sexy Archie is a comedy sketch.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably is somewhere already. But I've seen clips because
I've just seen a couple like promo images.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any clips of it.
Oh, like well, because I watch all the shows on the CW app. And so
Okay.
like a lot of times they'll show like and you know like Josie and the Pussycats are back, but they're all sexy and they're rapping. Like oh no, I just don't care.
Yeah. No, should you?
I used to read Archie comics. Like that was my first foray into comics because those are the only comics my mom would buy.
Well, that's because they're wholesome.
Right.
But now even that's been sullied.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
And I think they did Betty and Veronica making out on episode 1.
Of course.
Like
Of course they did.
just kick down that door. We're not gonna dance around this.
Oh God. Who asked for this?
No one.
Who wants this?
No one wants this.
Kids don't know who Archie is. They're not gonna watch it for
Right?
name recognition.
Right?
Oh God.
Ay. But to the question about the Flash, or I saw in the chat someone was talking about the Flash and how his power gets old after a while, and it really does. He can run fast, and so every single season, his main nemesis is just a guy who can run a little bit faster. That's no joke. That's no exaggeration. It's on like season 4 now, and every single season is just a guy who can run faster.
Oh God.
And it's super lame. But the guy who plays Barry Allen is fun. They have fun with the show. They do corny stuff. There's some good. There's some good in the Flash show.
Okay.
So I'll stand by it. Though yeah, it's just you got to run a little bit faster, Barry. Oh no, you ran too fast. You broke the timeline again.
So what do they do in the comic books? You probably don't know. What do they do with Wally West after they brought back Barry Allen? Flash for 23 years. They just, you out of here. Goodbye.
I have no idea.
And were the fans who have been reading the Flash since they killed off Barry Allen, were they upset that the character they'd been following as the Flash for 23 years was kicked out?
Well, maybe he's still the he's still the Flash somewhere. I don't know. I don't care about the Flash except for in the garbage CW show.
Don't either. I'm just
Right.
curious about that.
Flash.
And I'm sure the Flash feature film will be amazing.
Oh my god, it's gonna suck so bad.
No. DC has their shit together. It'll be
They
fine.
absolutely have their shit
Everything they
together.
do is
Didn't they lose
very well
another
planned
director?
out. What?
Didn't they lose like a third director now?
Something like that.
Wally West disappeared from the timeline after the New 52. Oh, God.
Oh no. Poor Wally West.
Wally West went back to his home planet.
He never existed.
No, yeah, that's what they did in the New 52. Just people literally never existed.
Oh.
It's not like their story came to an end.
Well, that's one way to deal with with continuity.
Yep.
Just pretend it never happened.
Burn all your old comics, kids. These aren't Grandpa's comics anymore.
Don't you love following DC Comics?
Is it No, Snyder's not directing Flash. He's executive.
Maybe he'll end up directing it.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's-
no one else. No one wants to work with us because we keep fucking everything up.
He's executive producing everything. Like he's in charge of the universe. He's the
God, how embarrassing is that?
he's the Kevin Feige of the DC cinematic universe.
Ugh, that makes my skin crawl.
Right? And it's like you hear stories about like how Feige got to where he is in Marvel, and it's like, oh, he's just a super fan, and he worked for the producer of the X-Men movies, and he just knew so much nerd stuff that they kept using him.
Good for him.
Right? And he had this like deep love and respect for like everything Marvel.
Yeah.
And he became the head of Marvel Studios. It's like, great.
Yeah.
Good for you, buddy.
And say what you want about the Marvel movies. Some are better than others, but they clearly are trying to do the right thing with the characters and the properties and all that.
Zack Snyder has openly stated that he doesn't like Superman. He has not minced word and says, I think Superman's a dumb character. Like, but hey, give him the universe.
Yeah.
See what he can make of it. God damn it.
Zack Snyder has openly said that every creative decision he makes is to try and make something look cool.
Yeah.
I remember years ago trying to listen to the Watchmen commentary track, and that was everything he said was because he thought it looked cool. But really, we just have a bias.
That's true.
It's just a bias. It's not because one company is
an idiot.
yeah,
Dumb.
one company is clearly doing good work, or at least trying to, and the other is just like a clusterfuck constantly.
Superman can be a great character. If Superman is done right, yes. He can be a great character. He can even be interesting, even though he is an immortal being of unlimited power.
Yeah, you put him in the right story. Because I personally don't have much interest in Superman, but I've seen some Superman, the first Superman movie I like, and I don't really care about Superman.
Like, Superman is so simple. All you need to do is make him care about other people and put those other people in harm.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then Superman is a relatable character who wants to help everyone.
Right.
Boom. It's not rocket science. Ooh, you might have enough to level up. Ooh. We're horrible Marvel shills, you're right. Horrible Marvel shills.
I'm actually really thankful for the DC clusterfuck cinematic universe.
Yeah.
It's just from an entertainment standpoint. It's hilarious to me. They just continue to fuck up over and over and over. It's amazing.
It's almost as if they are trying to.
Yeah. It's like watching a train wreck. You just can't look away.
Tharticus, many tips left. We're still getting through them. Much like this from Zach
Snyder.
of the Axis.
Stop making fun of me, guys.
Hey guys, I think my movies are pretty.
cool.
I think my movies are super cool. Also, I've been working out. Have you seen my muscles? I'm doing the Batman CrossFit routine. Actually, I showed Ben Affleck how to do that routine. I can lift a bigger tire than Batman. Just no big deal. No, Zach of the Axis says roses are red, violets are blue. Bought you guys Artemis Bridge Simulator 5 months ago. Let's get you to simulate a Star Trek mission with friends. Poems are hard.
You're not gonna get Mike on stream. I don't care how many bridge simulators you send us.
Jack says, Anonymous, tell Rich to do whatever he wants and tell the chat to shut their smelly faces. Why? We're having a good chat tonight. Everything's fine tonight so far. No one's being mean yet. Don't go over to the YouTube comments right now because we made fun of anime earlier today. I have not moderated the comments yet, and I'm not looking forward to that when I get home, but...
Just ignore them. Just don't read them anymore. And then everything's fine.
Well, sometimes they use bad words that I don't like them using. So
that's when you filter those out. You can do that,
Oh yeah, no, I have an auto filter, but then it still gives you like these, like maybe this is a bad one,
sure.
those guys. Oh, I have plenty of words on auto filter. Ay. Oh, YouTube. All right. For Dr. Gunter Hunterhanger says, I'm hungry, be right back. Chunky Baloney says, Jay, The Wheel of the Worst with Miss Utterly. You edited her face, cutting to Rich and Colin, and it's so perfectly executed. I laugh every time.
Oh, good.
Do you play with editing for a while, or do you just imagine it and make it? Like, for example, like just that comedic timing of Mrs. Utterly to Rich and Colin.
Yeah.
Did you like?
I mean,
yeah.
that's just one of those things when you're going through the timeline and you're editing stuff. You just kind of start experimenting.
Sure.
It's very rare when you see a specific edit in your mind before you're actually doing it. Especially something like Best of the Worst, where the conversation is spontaneous.
Oh, sure.
So
Sure. Like I know there are several times where I will play with the timing of a joke.
yeah,
Where it's like, sometimes it's like if I think it's a funny joke, I want a little more room to breathe afterwards, or you want the pause before the punchline. Like,
yeah, you tweak that
a
stuff.
couple frames more, yeah.
Yeah.
But so you kind of saw that moment as you were editing. You didn't envision that from the
Right.
beginning.
Yeah, and that's the case with a lot of our editing.
Mm-hmm.
It just sort of happens. It just sort of happens.
Oh, that's great. And then you refine as you go.
Yeah.
Great. Hey, that was a little behind the scenes treat right there. Tired and Sad says, you may have already discussed this, but what are your guys' thoughts on Ben Affleck not directing the Batman?
It's hilarious.
It's so beautiful.
In the case of that movie, it's actually kind of disappointing because I would like to see another good Batman movie.
Right.
In regards to that is just emblematic of the entire DC cinematic universe. It's hilarious, though.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been an opportunity to do an actual good Batman movie. I've liked Batman movies, but Batman is usually the weakest part of the Batman movies. Pretty much every Batman movie.
Well, and at some point, you just have to... Who is making these decisions? Like,
Yeah.
who let Ben Affleck go?
Yeah. How do you fuck that up?
He was a good Batman. He's an accomplished writer and director.
Academy Award winning.
What? Who? How?
How do you
How
fuck
did
that
you
up?
not lock him down? That's your only job as a producer, is to lock people down.
Yeah.
What do you need? What do you need, Affleck? You need money? We got money. We're WB. We got literally nothing but money.
It won't for long. Keep making the decisions they're making.
As long as those damn movies keep making money. No, keep making money. Anonymous says, Rich Son.
Son?
Rich Son.
Okay.
Must be samurai. Must be one with the universe. Calm, no mind. Now go.
Okay.
No Fear, No Envy says, sorry for another Jay have you tip. But Jay.
That's my entire Twitter feed, by the way.
Yeah.
The ats. It's just, have you seen this? Have you seen this? Have you seen this?
Sometimes it's nice.
They love you.
I guess. It's worse when they say, like, what do you think about this? Or it's like, oh, I got to fit a response in a Twitter reply. So that's why I just ignore everything all the time. Every couple days I might read the top couple tweets and maybe I'll respond.
I think that just makes you sane.
I don't get too wrapped up in Twitter.
No, that's probably a good call.
Anyway, what?
Have you read the book Devil's Candy?
No.
About Bonfire of the Vanities.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Shit.
But you've heard of it.
I've heard of it. Yeah. Because that's like a notorious disaster, the making of that movie.
Oh, okay.
But no, I have not read it.
Well, there you go. So it's called Devil's Candy, about bonfire.
I do recommend, though, the De Palma documentary. It's just called De Palma. It's very, very good.
Why am I stuck there? What was I stuck on? I'm stuck on... Oh! Horse shit!
All right, let's see. Renegade Akira says, hey guys, my local theater is doing a fan festival showing older movies. Which one should I see? Oh, this looks like a tough... Okay, you can only see one movie. Fargo, Fight Club, Groundhog Day, Jurassic Park, Pulp Fiction, Starship Troopers, or Princess Bride.
Fight Club.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Fight Club.
We'll read those again. I'm thinking more from the perspective of like what is the best movie to see with a big audience.
Right. Fargo.
I thought it was like one movie. You have to forget the other movies exist. What's
Oh
the-
No. If you're going to a
it's
film and you only get to see one movie at this
Oh.
festival, which one do
playing
you
at a
see?
film festival.
Oh, that's a different question.
Fargo, Fight Club, Groundhog Day, Jurassic Park, Pulp Fiction, Starship Troopers, Princess Bride.
I think as far as just general audience reaction goes,
Yeah.
I would go with Starship Troopers.
Ooh.
If you're just looking
interesting.
for a great theatrical experience where I'm sure people will be like laughing and yelling and having a good time, Starship Troopers is the movie.
Ooh.
Not the best movie of that lot by far,
but
but
possibly the best to see with the crowd.
possibly the best to see with the crowd, yeah.
You know?
Maybe Pulp Fiction a close second.
Ooh, and I'll tell you, I like your thinking. Starship Troopers, I think, is a great choice.
Yeah.
Any opportunity to see Jurassic Park on a big screen again is where I would go. It's fucking Jurassic Park.
That movie as a theatrical experience was kind of spoiled for me a couple years ago when they did the 3D re-release. I went and saw it,
Oh.
and the entire movie,
Uh-huh.
there was some, like, I don't even know, maybe like 17, 18-year-old girls in front of us
Yeah.
on their phones the entire movie,
Shut
not
up.
paying any attention. And then when the movie got over, we heard they were just like right in front of us. We heard them getting up. They're like, "That was the most boring movie ever," and I wanted to just like pick them up and throw them over the balcony.
Right?
So that movie has been sullied for me as a theatrical
I'm
experience.
so sorry, Jay. I'm so sorry. I've seen that movie. How many times in the theater? I mean, over 20 times in the theater.
Really? Like when it was originally released?
Yes.
Wow.
I
I think
wasn't-
I think
that
I saw
wasn't uncommon.
I guess. I think I saw it 2 or 3 times.
Oh man, I love that. I mean, that was the first movie I bought with my own money
Oh, yeah.
on VHS. That's the movie that taught me about Letterbox
Oh, sure.
when I went to Suncoast Video because I had to pay for it with my own money.
So why not go to Suncoast where they overcharged
Well,
for everything?
It was also the closest video store
Sure.
that I could buy videos, not rent videos. Which do you want, full screen or letterbox? What's a letterbox? Jurassic Park is the greatest as far as I'm concerned. So that's what I would choose
Okay.
if I got to choose one of those. Starship Troopers, though, close second.
Yeah.
Close second. Phones. They should have a little locker. They should have a little locker outside the movie
Yeah.
theater. Everyone puts their phone in. If no one puts a phone in, they don't get to go into the movie theater because everyone has a phone, and they are lying. They are lying if they say they don't have a phone. And if they say, "Well, what if it's an emergency and it rings?" and then you don't get to see a movie,
Yeah.
and you don't see a movie today. That's fine. This time it's lupus. There are a lot of movie adaptations that are very not true to the source material, i.e., Wanted or The Mask with Jim Carrey. Are there any like that you particularly like? Books, comics, whatever.
The Shining.
Ooh.
Kubrick's The Shining.
Ooh, excellent example.
That's a fantastic movie and very different from the book.
Excellent example. Along those similar lines, Fight Club.
Fight Club's pretty close to the book.
Pretty close.
It changes the ending's different.
The ending's different, and a lot of weirdo Tyler a lot of weirdo Tyler stuff is either cut or changed.
Okay. I haven't read Fight Club in a long time, so I don't remember. I just remember the ending being very different.
I think they handled
I'm never gonna get in that room, am I?
not tonight apparently.
No.
You're finding it still, Rich. It's all right. You're finding the groove. I think they handled the movie adaptation very well.
Yeah.
Not saying that the book is bad.
Sure. Another one I would say is American Psycho. I don't know if you've ever read that book.
I haven't read that book.
If they had made the movie adaptation very, closer to the book, it would be horrifying and grotesque. It'd be a much different movie. By the movie scaling back the violence a lot and changing a lot, it works better as like a satire,
Ah.
as the type of movie it's trying to be.
Sure. Yeah, Rich. The chat is saying, and I'm going to go ahead and agree with him. I think you need to change up your stance more. You're kind of stuck on this low stance, which means you're losing your chi more often, and not able to dodge as much. I think you need to do some experiments with different stances. Trying to think of another example. You know what? I'm trying to, because I'm a comic book person. I'm trying to think of a comic book movie or TV show or something that has drastically changed something in the source material that has done it better. I'm not thinking of much.
How about in Man of Steel when they turned Superman into like a violent, psychopathic, selfish murderer?
That's how I always wanted to see Superman.
That's true. I did.
That improved the source material
I really liked.
and the way the character's been for 100 years.
The thing I liked most about that Superman in Dawn of Justice is how he didn't seem to really care about anyone, and he was almost like kind of like shruggingly saving people. Yeah, I thought that was an interesting take on the character. I know The Expanse is supposed to be the show is great. I love I don't know.
I haven't watched it.
Sci-fi original series based off of a series of books. I haven't read the books. My wife read the books, and she said she likes the shows better than the books.
Okay.
So, but I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got.
Are you always going to be biased to the version you read or saw first?
Ooh.
There's probably exceptions, but I can't think of any.
Can you think of a movie that you liked and then read the book and liked the book better, or vice versa?
Yeah.
That's a good question, Rich. That is a fair and good question.
I had a friend that would always, if there was a movie coming out based on a book, he liked reading like the books, but he would always see the movie first. So then when you go back and read the book, it'd be like you'd be experiencing the better version second, because the book is almost always better.
Sure.
You read the book first and then go see the movie, and then you're disappointed with the movie, as opposed to seeing the movie first and maybe enjoying the movie,
Sure.
and then reading the book afterwards and be like, oh, the book's even better.
That's an interesting take. That I always had trouble doing that though, because then whenever, like, when you read a book first, it's all like you picture the characters in your mind.
Yeah.
And all I would do is picture the actor
Yeah.
if I saw the movie first.
That's what happened because I read Fight Club after seeing the movie,
Ah.
and it's like all I picture is the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Choke the book was much better than Choke the movie. I did not see Choke the movie. That did
I
not
saw
look
Choke
good.
the movie, and I don't. That's another one that I don't remember a single thing about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The book's all right. Even the book
I like that Sam Rockwell.
wasn't like, that's not the greatest Chuck Palahniuk. So the greatest Chuck Palahniuk is Invisible Monsters.
I haven't read that.
Oh man, Jay, you would probably really dig it.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, if you can get past the first half.
Okay.
That is a book that I started reading and I hated, with a white hot flame hate.
Wow.
And I'd put it down and just, fuck this book. It's so dumb. I hate everything about this book. And you reach a point in the book where everything falls together, and it becomes the greatest book.
Okay.
But that first third is a tough read. It doesn't make any sense. You have no idea what's going on, and you think that the writer has lost it. But Invisible Monsters is a fantastic book
Okay.
that I just don't think they could make into a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like something that bothered me. What was the oh crap! Like a teen novel that they just turned into a movie recently about the kid. The Neverer? No, the one person in the village who gets to read all the books and has to remind. Oh God.
Oh,
Borrower.
Ooh.
I know what you're talking about.
The
but I can't-
Giver.
The Giver.
Giver.
Yeah,
Ooh, so close, Rich. But opposite.
So far. But
So close,
far.
but opposite. The Giver. The Giver was one of those books that was like they can never make this into a movie because one of the biggest reveals of the book is they live in a black and white world.
Oh.
And the kid is flipping out because he thinks he's going crazy, but he's just seeing color for the first time. Sorry, spoiler for The Giver, a book that we all read in middle school. but then, sure as shit, they made a movie out of it.
Huh.
Dummies, bunch of dummies.
Get rich to use the bird. How do I use the bird?
Well, first you have to find your bird,
Yeah.
and then see your circle.
Yeah.
When that bird meter is full, you get to use the bird.
How do I? Oh, the two button. Okay.
With,
Okay.
with the 2 buttons. Remember you did that in the tutorial.
I did that the one time. Yes.
You did that the one time in the tutorial. Yeah, and Rich, well, he's still figuring it out, and he's figuring it out on
I
stream. which is tough
literally
to
have
do.
not played this game at all until this stream. I've had 3 hours with the game.
Yeah. He's fine. You know what? And he's doing fine. He's working, making his way through the world, making my way downtown, walking fast,
Stop.
making
Stop.
fast, and I'm
stop
home
getting,
by.
Stop getting your panties in a bunch. You all look like you're having a panty party.
I thought you were gonna start singing the Cheers theme.
Why do cheers? when you
Making
can
my way
do-
in the world today takes everything I've got.
No, I was doing an.
Or takes everything you've got. Making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
Do you think time would pass me by? And I would walk 1,000 miles if I could just stay here tonight.
That's one of those songs. There's a certain point in the song, for no real reason, you hear like sirens in the background. And so whenever I would hear that song on the radio, I would think there's sirens outside. It drove me nuts. Fuck that song.
Okay, so now if you look at your circle, you have a full bird meter. So if you go full bird, you'll be super powerful.
Let me kill this one guy first.
Yeah. Remember when shows had theme songs? Ah! I'm sure some of them still do.
I don't know. I feel like every show has. I mean, The Office did, but they're all so short. There's not like theme songs with lyrics anymore.
My bird superpowers were off.
Yep.
The opening credits to sitcoms used to be like a minute or two
Right.
long, but now they're 10 seconds.
Gotta make
'cause
room for more
commercials-
commercials.
You got you got to have more commercials. Exactly.
Honestly, they're cutting out the right thing.
Right? Before they were just worried about filling time, and now they're like, well,
Yeah.
no, we have too much stuff. Ooh, nice one, Rich.
Ah, fucking finally!
The bird, Rich, the power of the bird. You gave them the bird. Get it?
How come it won't let me use my ranged weapon? It's in there. It won't let me use it.
Go back.
Mallowell, wait, why wouldn't it before?
Press R1. Or sorry, hold down R1.
Mhm.
So you see, if you press left and right on the D-pad,
Alright, maybe
and
that's-
up and down, yeah. So.
Alright.
Making my way downtown, walking fast, baked it past, and I'm home by. Beep, 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 beep.
Who is that even? Who does that song?
Vanessa. I want to say Vanessa.
Okay,
No one. I mean, no one
I have no idea.
who's famous. She had like maybe 3 hits or something. Beep, 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 beep. I don't even know the name of that song.
I don't either. I just know it was on the radio all the time.
It played nonstop on VH1. Vanessa. Michelle Branch?
Sure.
Oh, no,
Whoa,
that's
shit.
it. Loner Archon, Vanessa Carlton. That's
Okay.
who it is.
I would believe any of these names.
Yep. Rich, you found a demon.
Yeah, I know I did.
So the demon's going to have the white goop around him a lot. So remember your little R1 tricky.
That did me a lot of
You
good.
did great.
Oh, you died.
You did. Have you rewatched Jaws 3? It's worse than Jaws 4 because at least that one had decent cinematography. Jaws 3 is hideously bad. Best of the worst worthy?
Ooh, possibly.
Superman 4, Jaws 3.
Just shitty sequels in general, I guess.
Inste-
Shitty big budget sequels.
Instead of superhero movies on the downfall, just general movies on a downfall.
Yeah.
Prestige movies.
Blockbuster. First movie's a blockbuster, and then shitty sequels. That's an idea.
Ooh, there we
Rocky
go.
5.
What 5?
Rocky.
Rocky.
That wouldn't be a fun best of the worst movie though. I don't even hate Rocky 5 as much as most people. It's not. It's the worst one.
It's the worst, right?
But it has some elements that are okay.
We might disagree on whether or not it's terrible, but it's certainly schlock. What about 4?
4 is complete schlock. 4 is grand, glorious
Right.
schlock.
So
It's
so
the dumbest
yes.
movie ever made.
If you mean the greatest movie ever made.
I would watch Rocky 4 for best of the worst.
I would watch that just anytime you want to watch any Rocky movie that's Rocky 4. All right, we got it. So that's a great one. Rocky 4, Jaws 3, and Superman 4.
Okay.
We'll call it the 434 episode. It'll be great. Oh, yeah. It's
Oh,
happening.
man.
Guaranteed it's probably not going to happen. Hey, guys.
But remember, if you have a copy of Low Blow 2,
Oh, yes.
Also known as
Bl-
Blood Street.
we would not complain if it showed up before Saturday.
That's the important part. Before Saturday noonish, that'd be best. That'd be best. AJ Pimp Sale says, "Hey guys, 2 questions. Jay, how many emails did you get about the Twilight Half in the Bag 2? Oh, sorry, about the Twilight Half in the Bag.
Oh, I don't know. That was just a joke.
Great. 2, how quickly did you dismiss them all? About as quickly as you dismissed that question?
Yep.
Great. Anonymous. Oh, sorry. It was the best of times. Copy was the worst of times. Mother was the purpose of wisdom. Sister was the desire of leather condition. Was the sugar of history. Time was the market of approval. I feel like you have me say these things as some sort of like Winter Soldier-esque programming to someone. Like 7, bungalow, bucket, apricot. I am the Nerd Master. Hey guys, have you seen the pic of James Franco's Tommy Wiseau for the upcoming doc of the making of The Room? It's kind of eerie. LOL. Oh hey Mark. He looks good. He looks kind of like
He
Tommy
looks more
Wiseau.
like Tommy Wiseau than I would expect.
Yeah.
I still don't want to see someone doing a Tommy Wiseau impression though.
That's gonna be the
That's
tough
the
part.
biggest problem is getting over that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious about the movie, but I mean, I know the story. I've read the book.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't want to see anyone play Tommy Wiseau other than Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, he's kind of inimitable.
Yeah. It'll just come across, even though he is a real person, seeing someone, even if they do the best imitation of him ever, it'll feel comical and fake. Especially when it's somebody that's known, like James Franco.
Yeah.
That is not a statement I can disagree with.
Yeah, yeah. Dr. Gunter Hunterhanker says, y'all are a gift from God. Except there's no demonstrable empirical proof for God. So I'm experiencing a metaphysical dichotomy. Sad face. What are your opinions on the Short Circuit films?
Great. I actually like the second one even. A lot of people hate it.
What? I need a hero.
I remember seeing it in the theater when I was a
Holding
little
on for a
kid.
hero to the end of the night.
I haven't watched either of those movies since I was a child, so I
That's
have
where
no
Johnny
comment.
Five turns into a punk rocker.
I remember that. I
And
remember.
I Need a Hero plays.
Yep.
As he chases a boat? He's chasing the bad guy on a boat,
Okay.
is how the end of Short Circuit 2 ends.
I don't remember. I remember him, getting in the punk rock garb,
Yeah.
but I don't remember much else.
And the greatest 80s song ever, I Need a Hero, plays.
That is the greatest 80s song.
It can be used in literally any movie at any time, and it's the appropriate use of that song. Like, someone could be dying of cancer, and I Need a Hero plays, and you go, yes. I need a hero.
Is the first Short Circuit, like, would that hold up as a good movie?
You know what?
Have you watched it
I've
recently?
seen it recently.
Yeah?
Because we have kids,
Yeah.
and it really does.
Okay.
There's some
Once you get
elements-
past the brown face, that's something that dates the movie.
some horrible brown face.
yeah.
And some dated humor, you know, like
References or...
yeah, like he reads encyclopedias. No one has encyclopedias
Oh,
anymore.
sure.
And you know, obviously there's a lot of old technology that he's playing around with.
Oh,
but
sure. But,
but
just as a story, I'm
It's still a very
it
fun.
still holds up. Okay.
Still a fun movie. And Gutenberg.
And Gutenberg.
Who does love Gutenberg?
You say that like it was a positive.
I love Gutenberg.
I got no problem with Steve Gutenberg.
He was America's sweetheart. And that's not an exaggeration like Abe Vigoda. Gutenberg was America's sweetheart for a while.
A very brief period of time. There's like a 2 or 3 year span, and then he was done.
Right, but in that 2 years, you couldn't turn a corner without seeing Gutenberg. Right? Police Academy.
Police Academy, Three Men
Short
and a Baby.
Circuit, 3 Men and a Baby.
Directed by...
Cocoon.
Do you know who directed Three Men and a Baby?
Who directed 3 Men and a Baby?
Leonard Nimoy.
I did not know that.
That
Isn't
is
that
an
weird?
Interesting fact.
Who directed 3 Men and a Little Lady?
That I don't know. Probably not Leonard Nimoy.
No.
Shatner directed that one.
Because Gutenberg was so popular, I even saw 3 Men and a Little Lady.
I think I saw that in the
The
theater
sequel to 3 Men and
when
a
I
Baby.
was pretty little.
Where they try to send her off to a
Some nobody
boarding
directed
school.
Three Men and a Little Lady.
Yeah.
Oh, he directed Dirty Dancing.
The director of 3 Men and a Little Lady?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did Dirty Dancing, and he did Sister Act.
What?
So
My
not-
favorite movie of all time!
So not a nobody, but he's no Leonard Nimoy.
Possibly better than Leonard Nimoy. Sister Act? Wait, is this Sister Act or Sister Act 2 Back in the
His
Habit?
Sister Act.
Oh, okay. So he did not work with Miss Lauryn Hill.
Is
what you're
Lauren
saying.
Hill in Sister Act too?
Shit, yeah, she is.
Isn't Jennifer Love Hewitt in one of those movies? Is she in the second one?
Probably the second one.
Okay.
That's the one in the Catholic high school.
I have no idea.
Your lack of knowledge of the Sister Act series,
I think I maybe saw the first one once on cable or something.
that just means we have to have a Sister Act night. You're
Oh,
welcome.
God.
It's happening. I made you watch Frozen. You're going to watch Sister Act. It's going to be great. I need a hero.
Ow!
Have any of you guys seen Sing Street? It's even on Netflix.
No, I've heard it's good,
Oh, great.
but I have not seen it.
I also have not seen it. Rich, you seen Sing Street?
No, what is Sing Street?
I don't know.
Why do I care about
I
it?
don't know.
It's a feel-good movie about kids singing.
Oh,
Oh,
there you
fuck
go.
it.
Why do I like Sister Act so much? It was one of the few movies we had growing up on the farm. We didn't have much. We had Sister
It's
Act.
Sister Act and Supergirl.
Sister Act and
You and your
Supergirl.
damn farm.
A lot of the movies we had were dictated by what my mother would allow in the house, and so Whoopi Goldberg on a madcapper caper hiding from the mafia in a Catholic monastery. Like, that's right up my mom's alley. So that's what we had. And you watch Sister Act 2 because you already know one, so she's back in the habit. So.
What kind of crazy shenanigans is she gonna get into this time?
And so, she's a Vegas showgirl, Whoopi Goldberg.
Right.
And she goes to the monastery to hide out from the mob because she's going to, snitch on them, right?
Yes.
But the church is failing. No one's coming to church anymore. So Whoopi Goldberg decides that she is going to spice up the choir with some of her Vegas showgirl tactics. And it is hilarious.
And comedy ensues. What's the plot of the second one? How does she get back in the habit?
I don't think she's hiding in the second one. She's not hiding. The nuns now have a school,
Okay.
and they call her in to help because the school is failing, and they desperately need funds. So they need some of that Whoopi Goldberg magic, so they can win a singing competition.
Okay.
So Whoopi's trying to spice them up, but all the kids are like, "You're."
So why is she wearing the nun costume again?
She has
Because
to.
she has to, because it's a sequel to Sister Act?
She has to pretend to be a nun because the headmaster of the school won't let non-nuns teach,
Okay.
because the headmaster of the school is very old school. So no,
So all the other nuns know that she's a fraud.
no,
As opposed to the first movie, they don't know.
the first movie they don't know.
But the second movie, they know, and they're willingly
There-
participating in this
No,
scam.
there's only like 2 or 3 nuns that know that Whoopi's not a nun.
Okay.
And then there's some new nuns that think Whoopi's a nun. Oh, she's the worst nun ever, right? Like how?
But the ones who know, they're committing sin. They're bad nuns.
It's for the greater good of the school, because if the school fails, these are inner city youths.
Okay,
Jay.
okay.
This is Lauren Hill.
Look, nuns
Jennifer
become
Love
nuns
Hewitt.
because they had a baby out of wedlock, not because they believe in any of that shit.
So they need to keep it on the hush hush so the kids can win the singing competition. But then the kids find out that Whoopi's not a nun and she betrayed their trust.
Oh, sure.
How are they gonna
And they're absolutely right.
how are they gonna sing in the competition when not even Whoopi can be real with them, dog? And then the quiet kid who's like really quiet in class, like Whoopi, you won't even believe this, hears her singing in the bathroom and she can sing. She can be the star of the
Oh.
show, but you know what? She's like super shy.
She's too shy to sing.
She's like super shy. Do you think she'll do it in the end? No spoilers for this one. You guys watch it yourself. That's Sister Act. Yeah, I talked for about 20 minutes on Sister Act. And things I know. Like, we liked watching movies, but we just didn't have a lot of them. So I ended up watching the same movie over and over and over, like Sister Act. Holy fuck. Len Flagazinski says, I guess I shouldn't watch you guys at all on my lunch break if Rich is going to call me a jerk. What are your thoughts on the Lord of the Rings extended editions?
What did I call him a jerk for?
Len Flagazinski. I don't. Maybe he was
Oh,
on
showing
your,
up late for the something or other.
Oh,
Oh,
showing-
yeah.
showing up late. You know, I have all the extended editions, and when they all came out on DVD of Lord of the Rings, I watched them all and enjoyed them.
I like them, yeah.
I haven't watched.
It's
them
kind of
recently.
like I think you can watch the theatrical versions and you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you really love them, like I do, it's nice to have the extended versions.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just, they just fill things out a little bit more, and there's some good scenes. It's kind of like with the Blues Brothers. There was like an extended version that came out on DVD,
Oh yeah.
and I was like, I know the movie doesn't need to be extended, but I'll watch as much more the Blues Brothers as you want to give me. And so I feel the same way about the Lord of the Rings,
Yeah. Yeah,
which I feel the exact opposite way about the Hobbit movies.
Right. I
Chop
still
that
haven't
shit
seen
down to
those.
one movie, which somebody has done, and I've never watched it, like a fan edit.
Is it fine? I've been waiting for it. To
I
be
think
done.
it's like I think it's like 3 hours. It's all 3 movies condensed. I've never
Still
watched
3
it
hours.
just because I have so little interest in going back and rewatching The Hobbit,
Yeah.
even in a condensed version. Maybe one of these days, but
Yeah. Just read the
those
book
Lord of the
again.
Rings movies, I couldn't get enough.
They're great.
The
They're
Hobbit
great
movies are too much.
He's on autopilot. Yonder says, STFU, I'm busy, we can chat later. Rewind Shock says, hey Jay, have you seen The Barn?
No,
Have you heard of The Barn?
I think I've heard of it. I think I have a poster in my head. I think, is it like a throwback movie, like an 80s throwback thing?
Good, no budget, cheesy Halloween fun.
Okay.
Hey Rich,
What?
if I buy you Space Hulk Ascension, will you play it?
Which one is that?
I don't know.
Pretty sure. I don't know. Nope. Sorry.
Okay,
Sorry. I can't.
Nope.
I can't do that and play this game.
you can't and you don't. Jack, if I trade you some competitive Pokemon, will you battle online? Nope. No, I've learned the Pokemon trading card game because my kids are super into Pokemon at the moment, and that I play difficult board games and card games all the time, and the rule set for the Pokemon is dumb and complicated, and I don't much care for it.
Oh.
So
Do
no,
your
thank
kids
you.
understand it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and like the problem is it can be cute. Like it can be like fun if you both have your deck. Like, ooh, these are the Pokemon I really like. Is you can have a little bit of fun, but there is clearly a winning strategy, and that involves like buying the right cards, and so it's a pay to win situation.
Okay.
But some of it's neat-ish. But no, I will not battle you online in Pokemon. Tyrant said, who's done a better job managing their cinematic universe, Warner Brothers or Sony? What's the Sony cinematic universe?
Well, Sony failed quicker. Because they tried to start it with, I guess technically the Amazing Spider-Man, but Amazing Spider-Man 2 is where they were trying to set up the Spider-Man cinematic universe.
I'm going to say you can't say you have a cinematic universe if you have only produced movies for one franchise. You have just made sequels at that point.
Okay.
So DC, by virtue of the fact that Sony has completely failed to make a cinematic universe of any kind.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Well, but technically speaking, then, Warner Brothers hasn't made a cinematic universe either yet.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and then Suicide Squad.
Well, but Batman v Superman is a Superman.
Technically a Man of Steel sequel.
It's a Man of Steel sequel.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's-
but Suicide Squad.
Okay. I take that back then. I you know what? I didn't count
And Wonder
Suicide
Woman
Squad.
and Justice League, which
But they're not out yet.
they're not out yet,
Right.
but they've been made.
Sure.
As opposed to what was Sony was trying to do, what, Sinister Six or whatever?
Yep.
And that just fell apart completely.
Yeah. So Sony has given their toys back to their owners at this point. so yeah. By forfeit, WB wins that battle. Darton's Head says, if Justice League doesn't make as much money as Batman vs. Superman, how long will it take Warner Brothers to reboot the DC Extended Universe?
They'll probably try again relatively quickly
Yeah.
with different people.
If we've learned anything, it's that they're constantly rushing all their creative decisions. So if Justice League fails, there will be like a new Batman movie within like 2 years. They'll just immediately try and make a fresh start.
Yep. Gotta sell them toys.
Yeah.
Gotta sell them toys.
All right, I think I'm getting better.
Yeah, you're learning.
I don't think I'm good, but I think I'm getting better.
You're learning some of the soup moves. You're doing the super soup. Favorite customer says, hey guys, have any of you seen Berberian Sound Studio
No, I've been wanting to see it, and I haven't watched it yet.
or Tonight She Comes?
I don't know what that one is. Apparently Rich has seen it, and he's a big fan. No, I've wanted to see Barbarian Sound System. I've just never gotten around to watching it.
What is it?
It's, do you know who Toby Jones is?
That name rings a bell.
He's a little guy. He's a little man.
Okay.
He's the, you've seen The Mist, right?
Yeah.
He's like the little, like, bagger. Like the older guy, kind of
Oh,
schlubby,
sure,
bald,
sure.
baldish.
Yeah.
He's like he works for like a film company that does like post-production sound work, and I don't know much about the plot, but it's very like atmosphere driven and dark.
Cool.
I've heard it compared favorably to David Lynch.
Oh.
So.
He was easy.
There you go.
Oh, fuck! Oh, that's horseshit.
Well, but you beat the red guy, right? So you don't have to worry
Do
about
I
beating
don't
him.
think I got a chance to pick up the weapon he dropped, did I?
I don't know.
I think I was trying to put it on. Ah, what a
He's the voice of Dobby in the Harry Potter universe.
Oh, really? Toby Jones?
Yeah,
I
apparently.
didn't know that. He played Truman Capote once.
Oh, interesting.
He's a good actor.
And I'm a fucking dragon. Yes, I love board games. I play board games all the time. Right now, I'm currently obsessed with Marvel Legendary, the Marvel deck building game. We just bought another expansion because, like, my wife and I, like, if we have a free 30 minutes, we'll just bust it out and start playing because
Oh, yeah?
we're obsessed with it. It's a great game. It's a great deck building game. We also played. Oh, what was it? That was really fun. It's called Battle Wizards. Battle Wizards is a new game that we've been playing recently where you have to, like, combine stuff and you say funny spells. And It's a really good party game because it makes people say goofy things, but there's also a firm rule set, unlike other card games that make people say weird things. And so it's a really neat, simple strategy game that's a fun party game. My laptop has run out of batteries.
Oh my lord.
Yep. This battery doesn't last as long as she used to. Old gray mare. She ain't what she used to be. Oh shit, it's a long cord. That's great. That's great. It's almost like they knew that people would need to stretch it out for a while. People can't hear what I'm saying now from the noise. That's fun. You know what? That's fun. So wait, this Serbian sound system, this is like
Barbarian sound system.
Barbarian. It's like a real movie, not a documentary about a.
No, it's a real movie.
Okay.
I lost it all. I had it all, and I lost it all. It was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is.
Oh, okay.
My goal is just to beat that fucking demon. I know there's a whole other area over here I can go, but I want to beat that demon.
That's a fine goal, Rich. You can do it. I believe in you. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, laptop. I believe in you too, laptop. Oh shit.
Did you lose all your tips?
Maybe they'll come back.
Is that how that works?
I don't know. Oh hey, they did come back.
Oh, there you go.
Yay.
Did we lose all the subs though?
Nope. Because subs are on that computer.
Oh. Ah.
Everything's fine. All the tips are here. He was Arnim Zola in the first Captain America movie.
Oh, yeah. And he shows back up as the computer in Winter Soldier.
Oh, of course.
That's Toby Jones.
Of course. You know, I was.
He's a little guy.
By the way, I was just thinking of like, who's Arnim Zola? Like,
In the comic books, he's got he's a robot man, like a TV in his chest.
right,
okay.
right. No, and I was silly me. I was thinking of Baron Zemo from the latest Captain America movie, who wasn't a Baron Zemo in this one. It was Captain Zemo, a whole different. In the comic books, he's a Baron.
So many Nazis in Marvel Comics.
Well, you know, gotta punch someone. RLM Lover says
It may as well be a Nazi.
it may as well. It's so great when you have an enemy that's like everyone's just okay beating the shit out of.
That is what the Nazis. That was their gift to the world.
Yeah,
They could be villains in stories
just
till the end of
a
time.
really easy enemy. And boom.
No, I've always said Nazis are great villains because you can do anything you want, whatever it could be the most horrible thing in the world,
Yep.
and you can do it to a Nazi, and people will cheer.
Inglorious Bastards. That was literally the plot of that movie.
Yeah.
You can have a scene where somebody just slowly cuts a person's face off, like one chunk at a time.
Yep.
And
That's
if it's a
Inglorious
Nazi,
Bastards.
Did you see Inglorious Bastards?
I did. I don't remember a face cutting off.
Not that specifically, but
Okay.
they slowly torture
Oh
Nazis.
yeah, yeah. And it's
Scalp
fine because it's a
them
Nazi.
Because
Of
it's
course.
a Nazi.
It's a
Killing
feel-good movie.
Nazis. I was thinking about that movie the other day. I want to rewatch that.
That opening scene.
That might be one of Tarantino's best movies. It's really, really good.
It is very
Just
good.
on a filmmaking level. I mean, all of his movies are, of course, fantastic, but
Yeah.
that one in particular is pretty great.
You know, it really is.
That opening scene, yeah, I remember seeing that in the theater, and it was just so tense.
Yep. He pulled his classic Tarantino move right on the edge of do something.
Yeah,
And then he does
dragging
it,
it out just long enough.
and it's always worth it every
Yeah.
single time. He'll
Yeah.
take you to the edge, and it's always worth it.
Well, that movie in particular, like all of his movies tend to have really long scenes, but that movie is like 5 or 6 really long scenes,
Yeah.
and that's the whole movie. The bar scene, the basement bar scene is great.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's so long.
It's classic.
Yeah.
Classic Tarantino. How long will you put up with this? As long as I fucking make you. Because you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. You're gonna get to the end of it, and you're gonna say
There
you're gonna
will be
say-
a payoff. You
Of
just have to stick
course.
with it.
And it's gonna be worth. It's gonna be worth all.
And
this
you know
setup.
the payoff because you know Tarantino at this point.
Yep.
So it's just that anticipation that builds and builds. Oh yeah, I want to rewatch that movie.
Jay, did you happen to see the newest Resident Evil movie?
No.
Okay.
We already did our full Resident Evil thing.
Yeah, I know.
We're not gonna top that.
They don't understand that.
What?
They don't understand that.
No, you talked about Resident Evil before. Talk about it again.
Talk
but
about it
no,
again, yeah.
there's no reason to bother.
No, not.
It's more of the same. We already did our Resident Evil marathon. There's no reason to continue talking about it.
And Neo is going fine. Rich is starting to learn. It's very Dark Souls with samurais. For me, I'm having some slight.
Oh, that felt good.
I'm having some slight user interface issues where, just learning how to work the menus. It feels like it shouldn't be as difficult as it is, but it's always difficult. But there's some good in there. There's some good in there. Howdy, says RLM Lover. Thanks for the laughs. Do you guys like fan art of RLM? I posted artsy pic in the Red Letter Media shit posting groups.
Well, that depends. How fat are you drawing, mate?
Mike and Rich floating on a pizza slice in a funnel of love is mine. Peace.
I don't know any of these things you're talking about, but
Great.
fan art's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost always unflattering,
Yes.
but that's fine.
That's the nature of the character.
Yeah, exactly. That's what caricatures are.
Yeah. I'm particularly fond of me as a tumor growing out of Rich Evans' back. In the poster that you guys sell, Jack as tumor seems to work nice.
You're not a.
Can't argue with a professional Disney animator. He
Right?
can draw us however he wants.
Absolutely. It's just like me going, excuse me. Anonymous, Rich, I know the hardest thing you drink is Pepsi 1, but Jack and Jay, when you guys want to get tanked, what is your 40 proof of choice? It is your mission, Jay, to get tanked.
I'm rarely in the mindset anymore of where it's like, I want to get tanked.
Yep.
Because you're an adult.
Because I'm an adult.
And you understand that your actions have consequences?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I still enjoy, having some drinks.
Oh, sure.
Best of the worst, it's almost not required, but it helps. It helps dull the pain. But when I'm not just, casually drinking beer, I like rum and Coke.
Ah, you're a Roman Coker.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Fuck all of these guys. Ah.
Yeah, and it depends on what kind of tanked. Like, for me, if I'm going hard, it's Jack and Coke. Or just straight, like, Jack over ice.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really like anything just straight up.
Oh, whiskey, man. Whiskey's good for you. But that's if I'm like, maybe I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, want some sugar in me. I'll get a Jack and Coke. If I'm going for the long drink, maybe wine. Just red wine all night will keep you constantly blitzed.
Shit, I don't even know where the fuck you get health potions.
Kill people. Like,
They seem to
pick
be
'em up.
very rare.
Kind of.
I like wine, but like drinking wine in that sort of situation where you want to just stay like lit all night.
Yeah.
It's not worth it for the feeling the next morning.
Well, with wine, yeah.
Wine makes me feel bad the next morning.
Yeah, it can. Especially if you mix it up. Like, maybe one beer. No.
No, if you're
never.
drinking wine, just have a couple glasses of wine and end it.
But like wine, you can never get too blitzed, which is what I like about it.
You
Like,
probably can, but the thing about wine is you have a bottle. You rarely have more than one bottle.
oh, I box. All right,
Okay, I don't do the box thing.
that's like 3 bottles.
So like even if you drink a whole bottle of wine over the course of an evening, you're not going to be in too bad a shape.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not too bad. And then you're out. Because
Yeah.
that's all you have is that bottle.
Yeah, that's true. But also, you guys know me. IPAs, high alcohol content IPAs are my usual drink of choice. So. And I've been really cutting back my drinking every day except for Saturday, which is my usual drink day. So I get extra blitzed just from having a beer. So, Saturday should be fun. Let's see here. Killer PI 997. Superman 1 and 2 equals good, and hopeful Superman 3 and 4 equals terrible scripts, and hopeful Superman. Returns bad and emo Superman. Steel bad emo Superman with different director. Singer was going for something, man. With
He was
Superman
trying
Returns.
to capture the Richard Donner feel of the original movie,
Yeah.
but also try and make it kind of serious, like he did with the X-Men. Whatever he was going for, he failed. The problem is that the movie's just fucking boring.
It's tone deaf.
Yeah.
It doesn't say anything or do anything or. There was one neat moment. Well, I like the airplane crash. I thought that was fun.
That's when I gave up on the movie.
Oh, yeah?
When I was first watching it, I was like, "This is an this should be the centerpiece scene of the movie. This should be the exciting," and I'm not interested at all.
Oh.
So that's when I checked out on that movie the first time I watched it.
I guess that's fair.
I was like, "This is their big scene," and I could not care less.
I did purely from a fanboy stance. I did enjoy the part where he stopped the bank robbery and someone shot him in his eyeball.
Oh yeah,
And they're like, even his eyeballs are impervious. It's like, oh, I guess we've seen that now. Great.
yeah.
The one part I actually genuinely enjoyed about the movie is when he's floating above the earth and he can hear all the bad stuff happening,
Oh sure.
and then he has to choose which one to save.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good Superman moment.
Right. That was real Superman. And then he was talking to Lois about that later, I think, about, hey, sometimes I'm just up there and I gotta make a decision. Can I go over here? I can't
Yeah,
save
yeah.
everyone. It's like, oh, like that was a really good thesis statement for your Superman movie. Grow on that. Don't try to build islands with kryptonite. Right? And make that what
Don't
your
have
movie's
Lex
about.
Luthor be. His whole plan involves wanting to sell real estate on this completely uninhabitable landscape or whatever the fuck is happening.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm making new land. It's like, I get it, but they had the Superman thing in that tiny little moment, and I really wish they would have expanded on that.
Yeah.
But oh well, because that's the Superman thing. That's where his heart comes from. He can't get hurt, but the people he loves can.
Yeah.
And he loves everyone. He's here to protect
He
everyone.
wants to help us.
He wants to help everyone. Oh yeah, you got your bird. You're saving your bird for the big demon, I assume. Mm-hmm. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. You're on it. You're on it, Lord. Belmont said, I know you guys didn't like Resident Evil 7. As a huge fan of the games since the 90s, I love it. But it's too bad you don't show it to Jay. Would have been interesting to see what he thinks.
Oh, the new game?
The new game, yeah. It's pretty similar in tone that Outlast game that you played, where you're kind of hiding from the monsters and creepy things to look at.
Okay.
Less monsters to hide from.
It's a similar style.
Okay.
You might enjoy some of the visuals in it, as it's creepity. It's creepity and croupity. Also smoopity.
Okay.
All right, Rich, you got this. Don't forget to bird it up. There you go. Rich is concentrating. This will take a moment. Nice dodge. Two stamina. Nice. Nice. It's alright, take your time. Take your time.
We're all just now enthralled by watching Rich.
He's gonna beat the demon.
Oh.
Gonna beat the demon. He's gonna beat the demon.
Oh, there you go.
Nice job, Rich.
Woo!
Nice job. You did it. This time, Super says probably won't be gotten to for hours after the mention of the Miss Utterly tip. That's true. That's
That
probably
was
true.
6 hours ago now.
Whatever. Jay, the end of the episode with the silver shamrock theme playing over the dolls on the conveyor belt, glorious.
Oh, I am.
I like that in a lot of the Best of Worst episodes. You guys use the music from one of the things. To be-
Anytime you can get a chance to reference Halloween 3, you got to take it.
It's great.
Take full advantage.
Okay, Buster Loads, acknowledge your tip. Jay says Lost in Technicolor. There's a nice little documentary on Netflix called Curse of the Man Who Sees UFOs. It ends up being a great character study on a failed horror director.
Oh,
Curse of the Man Who Sees UFOs.
I'm going to make a note of that.
Yeah, that sounds
Sounds like something I would be into.
Sounds like American movie.
Saw that the other day. I didn't turn it on.
What is it called? Curse of the...
Curse of the Man Who Sees UFOs.
Okay.
He's a failed horror director who is obsessed with UFOs.
All right. Noted. Oh, you?
Another editing question, Jay. All the random tangent / weird face respawns in Half in the Bag, all found in editing, or were they planned?
No, they're never planned. Never. That's all created in editing.
So you don't, like, after you're done shooting, it's like, okay,
We don't just make a bunch of faces to
now
put in
if
wherever.
you could make a bunch of faces that I can cut to,
No.
go.
They're all made in editing.
They're all naturally made faces during the shoot.
Yeah.
Well, Loner Artron asks an important question that I have an answer to. How do I give my donation to Jay? Because he is the best aspect of the stream, even though he doesn't show up most of the time. No offense, Jack and Rich. Mostly Jack. Wow, Loner Archon. The best way to do that is to become a Patreon.
There you go.
Patron.
Yeah.
You can be a patron of RLM, so Jay can do what he wants all the time, which sometimes includes coming here on stream, which is always nice, because then we talk about movies and stuff. That's great. Bindleton says, I want to desensitize myself to spooky, gory stuff in movies. How do I get this done fast?
Oh, God.
Watch movies that are gory.
I don't think there is a way to get it done fast.
Oh!
I'm desensitized because I've been watching this shit since I was a tiny child.
Right? Yeah, just every day.
Yeah.
Every day, watch a new gory, weird movie.
All right. I can either go back and kill that one little guy I missed, or we could find out. Let's find out what is over the hill over here.
Find out what's over the hill. Lan Flakasinski says, I guess I shouldn't watch you guys all on my lunch break. Oh, I already read that one. Seen Hell or High Water?
Yeah, it's good.
You know
I
what
liked
though? I want my birds. I want the bird. God damn it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta go back.
You need those to, like, level up and shit.
Yeah, I have to go back. All right.
You need your birds, Rich.
I probably got a lot of bird material from that fight.
Oh, yeah, you do. Don't die on your way to the birds.
No, I'm very worried about that now.
Right. Darkwing Schmuck. Sorry if you got this tip already, but I don't know if it went through the first time. If you really need a shitty superhero movie for Best of the Worst, check out Catwoman.
Oh, God. I saw Catwoman in the theater. We made a plan. There was like a group of us because we heard it was terrible. So
Yeah.
we're like, let's go see it to see how bad it is. We were like, we're going to go to the last showing of the night and we're going to go in our pajamas. I don't know why. We had it in our mind that we were going to go in our pajamas.
Sure.
So there was a group of us that all went to see Catwoman in pajamas. And it was terrible.
Well, there you go.
It was just as bad as you would expect.
It's everything
But
you've
we were
ever
comfy
heard.
because we were in pajamas.
There you go. Well, there you go. Also, Jay, ever seen Abraxas?
Yes.
God damn it.
I've seen Abraxas several times. Touching love story of Jesse Ventura and a small child.
Oh.
I've never seen it. Now I don't want to.
Yep.
It will show up on Best of the Worst eventually.
Oh wow.
It has to. It was on the Plinketto board once. but
Oh,
we didn't
that's why it
land on
sounds
it,
familiar
yeah.
to me. Let's see here. The Blue Blaze says, "Have you heard of The Discovery, Netflix movie about Jason Segel and Rooney Mara working for Robert Redford, who
No.
has scientifically proven the existence of the afterlife?" Jason
I haven't even heard of
Segel's
it.
still working?
Sure,
Good
why
for
not?
him.
Yeah, he kind of disappeared a little bit, didn't he?
Just for a bit. Well, he
He
was
did like the Forgetting Sarah Marshall, he was big, and then the Muppets movie, and then I feel like he kind of went away.
Yeah, well, he was on his writing thing for a while. Like, hey, I'm just going to be a
Hmm.
writer for a little bit, but I guess he's acting now. It's
Huh.
Robert Redford.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I haven't even heard of this movie.
Anonymous has a very important question for Jay. Jay, I live in Milwaukee and am planning on getting married in July. Do you guys still do red letter weddings? And
No.
if so, can I hire you to shoot my wedding?
And you know, if you all the information you need, just go to redletterweddings.com.
Oh, there you go.
Go there right now, and that's all the information.
Great.
Redletterweddings.com?
Yes.
Okay.
Anonymous, I don't know what that one says. His daddy, Hill's daddy, 54. Hey, Jay, I know you like the TV show Fargo.
Yeah.
It's great. Do you plan on watching Legion?
I don't know
Ever
what
asked
the
this?
show is. I don't know anything about Legion. Someone
I-
mentioned it earlier.
I
but-
haven't heard about this either. Wait, I don't care that it's a comic book TV show. I care that it has some. It's a comic book TV show. What-
I know nothing about this show. I'm looking it up right
what-
now.
Yeah, what is Legion?
Dan Stevens is in it? He was in the guests. Legion. It's on FX.
What's the name of the TV show coming out that's a DC superhero show that's a ripoff of Marvel's Damage Control?
Oh yeah, super or nothing super or nothing special or. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's on ABC too, right? Or NBC. It's on NBC.
One of the networks.
Legion is based on a Marvel comic.
Oh, okay.
I know nothing about this show.
It's about X-Men.
Oh, is it?
That's what I'm reading here. Oh, it's about Xavier's son? Mm. Interesting. Oh, it's called Powerless. That's what it's called on NBC.
Right.
Yeah. It's a comedy. There's a comedy show on NBC about people who like deal with the superhero like damage control.
Oh.
Right, David in O People says excited for the Lego Batman movie. Love the original Lego movie and can't wait to see that sarcastic humor. I mean, I am.
Did
But I
Lord
got-
Miller have anything to do with this one?
Ooh, that's the important question right there.
Because if not, then who cares? Although I think it's getting good reviews.
Mida Rocks?
They got the tone right.
Oh shit! I just gotta run in there and hope for the best.
Let me go ahead and IMDb that. By the way, I go to IMDb and an ad popped up for Legion.
Well, there you go.
They've been listening in to me this whole time.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out. That Legion. I don't have FX though. I gotta get FX. Lego Batman movie,
Looks fun. Last Lego movie looked fun.
directed by Chris McKay, who is most known for directing Robot Chicken.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
No,
dun,
no
dun.
Lord and Miller?
Writers, no Lord and Miller. Oh my God! A lot of writers.
Well, that's always a good sign.
John Whittington, Jared Stern, Eric Sommer, Chris McKenna, Seth Graham Smith. The only two people here with pictures.
Seth Graham Smith's the guy that wrote that Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter book.
What?
That's weird. I think that's the same guy.
Oh, by the way, Seth Graham Smith was a writer on Dark Shadows.
No, he wrote the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tim Burton movie that sucks.
Oh. Ew.
Yeah, he started off as an author, and then now he's writing movies.
Chris McKenna is most well known for being a producer on American Dad.
He had something to do with Community too.
Chris
McKenna.
producer.
A producer for Community? Okay.
Oh, also a writer. Here we go.
Oh, okay.
He's also written for the Mindy Project,
Which I've never seen.
Community, and American Dad. All right, well, no Lord and Miller, but Lord and Miller set the tone.
Sure.
Looks funny.
You're suddenly much more hesitant.
I mean, I'm gonna see it no matter what because my kids know that it exists.
Oh, sure.
So I will see it. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm seeing it on Thursday. We already have tickets.
Oh, wow.
I know I'm seeing it already. I just hope it ain't bad. Knowledge Junkie, have you guys ever considered another board game stream night? You could use Tabletop Simulator to play great stuff like Castlevania board game or Betrayal at House on the Hill horror co-op. Oh, I do love that game. Yes. I love board games. We had a lot of fun with the board game stream. The problem is board games usually require a lot of people, and coordinating that many people is usually a difficult task as we are all busy and not all of us want to broadcast the things we do and say to people on the internet. So, yes. And you know what? Someone recently gifted me board game or Tabletop Simulator, so maybe that'll make it easier. But yes, we do want to do another board game stream. It may or may not happen. It may or may not happen. Jay, did you see Guillermo del Toro's Crimson Peak?
You know, I started watching it. I rented it on like iTunes or something, and I got like 20 minutes in, and it's like, I don't care, and I shut it off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
So I have nothing to say about it.
Well, there you
It's
go.
like, nah, this isn't for me.
Yeah.
Oh well. A little too stuffy. I don't like those like Victorian ghost story things. Like, I don't care. I like Guillermo del Toro, which is why I gave it a shot. But
Oh, sure. Oh, you missed. Yeah. He's pretty...
or I should say I like Guillermo del Toro's enthusiasm towards everything he makes.
He loves movies.
He's a jovial man that just loves making
He
movies.
loves making
Oh,
movies.
Which is great.
Oh, this is just a back route into. Oh.
That man loves making movies. I like movies.
Why did I aggravate them?
That's a great question, Rich.
I like killing things.
That's why you aggravated them?
Yeah, ultimately, that was my problem.
Yeah, that's fine. Lord Belmont says you didn't. Oh, Lord Belmont, we just didn't like Resident Evil 7.
Is he getting
but you have to
so
like it.
fucking bent out of shape over some crap game? It was dull. I was looking at the screen. He was walking around.
Question though, Rich, were you playing it right?
I wasn't playing it.
Oh, okay. Jack, were you playing it correctly?
I appeared to be, but because
I'm assuming
But
if someone says that
But-
you have to like it, then clearly you were
It
playing
looked
it
like
wrong.
a sack of boring dicks.
if I didn't unconditionally love it, then obviously I was playing it wrong.
Yeah.
But Lord Belmont says you didn't get too far in Resident Evil 7, but you do get regular enemies later. I was curious about Jay's reaction to it because of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibe. Jay does like creepy things.
I do.
Jay likes creepy movies.
I like creepy movies. I have not played this game though, so I don't know.
Right. You might like it.
It's a great atmosphere. Try and shove a game around it.
You can't really shove a game around it? Don't worry. We'll call it an experience.
It's immersive, right? It's supposed to be immersive.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, there's a door over there that you can go.
That door was locked last time I tried.
After you defeat the big monster, did you look at the chests inside the house? One of the chests has a key.
Alright.
Pick up all the shit.
I thought I completely looted the house. But it's entirely possible I missed something. And you know what? I feel really stupid.
Yeah.
I kept going back to I want to fight the demon before I go around the other way. The other way was like a shortcut to get here, where I didn't have to fight those 3 guys.
Oh.
So now I just feel like a moron.
Oh.
And that's great.
There it is.
I thought I grabbed. Yeah, well.
There it is. Pie clam. How much of your half in the bag is
12%.
Ooh, incorrect. Would you like to make a percentage guess?
What is the question?
Before I ask the question. Rich was wrong with 12%.
Okay, I'm gonna say 5%.
Ooh.
Well, it's going to be an extreme then, if there's an actual percentage involved.
Oh,
100.
Jay, what's your guess?
1%.
Rich is correct. 100%.
Oh,
No, I'm always correct. So.
okay.
How much of your half in the bag is improvised?
Well, no, if you count the skits,
Wait,
it's
half-
not- it's
Oh,
not
I suppose.
100%.
Half in the bag?
Half in the bag.
Okay.
I suppose you're correct.
The skits are written, and then the entire discussion is off the cuff.
Sure. Sometimes you guys
So
seem-
sometimes there's no skits. So in those cases, it is 100%.
Oh, so I was closer with the 12%?
Well, I think I think even with the skits you're at 90%.
Even when I'm-
90%
Improvised.
improvised.
So even when
Yeah.
I'm wrong, I'm right.
It says sometimes you guys seem surprised at each other's reactions to films, and sometimes you seem like you've already discussed it.
No, we never discuss the movies before we talk about them on the show.
Probably some of that is just from you guys knowing each other, since like you probably know how Mike is going to react to.
Well,
Arrival.
sometimes if we see the movies together,
Yeah.
you can just get a vibe in the theater of what's happening.
Right. Same question about the Nerd Crew show.
It's a bit trickier.
Yeah, maybe 60 to 75% scripted.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say, because I'm proud of it, it's like being dead for 90 minutes, but you're eating popcorn. 100% improvised.
Yeah. Yeah.
By
As
the way-
was Ghostbusters.
Oh god.
EVPMS.
That came out of nowhere.
Some great improvs, Rich.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Quality improvs.
I don't like to toot my own horn, but I'm just too proud of that.
Oh, it's like you're being dead for 90 minutes, but you get to eat popcorn. It's a great line. Oh, big monster.
Yeah, yeah.
You awoke in a big
I know,
monster.
but I want to fight him in a better
Yeah.
spot.
No, you're doing great.
Oh. Oh my
There you
god.
go. Nice.
Do I burn the bird?
It's up to you, man.
I should have burned the bird.
Anonymous, have you guys seen Neil Breen's newest film, Pass Through?
Not yet.
No.
We're waiting on a guest.
We don't have to wait on a guest.
We don't have to, but we are.
We don't have to, though.
There should be a time limit on the waiting. I mean, there should.
We'll see. We'll see.
We've only seen one Neil Breen film.
Yeah.
As we know that we should record our reactions if we watch another one.
Right.
Here's the deal. We're waiting on for pass through, right?
Yes.
What about one of the other ones?
I guess. I feel like that's the newest one, though. That's the one that's the most exciting to talk about. If we do one of the old ones, people would say, why don't you just do Pass Through? That's the new one.
They'll say, haha, that Neil Breen stuff was funny. That's what they'll say.
That's true.
I'm still very adamant we go chronological down the rabbit hole
It ain't happening.
of the Breen. Because then by the time we get to Pass Through and the guest finally shows up, we will be mad with Breen. we will be in a fever Breen.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I felt pretty
It's
happy about that.
It's acceptable.
I know, Jay. Tell a bad story about editing corporate videos.
I don't have one.
Oh, well, shit.
I'm sorry.
That question was just for you.
I don't have any bad stories about editing corporate videos.
There you go.
I've edited very few corporate videos,
Oh, well, then there you go.
and I haven't had any bad experiences.
Oh, well, shit. There you go.
Sorry.
Sorry,
I don't
tired
have
and
anything
sad.
exciting to say there.
That's all that Jay's got. That's all that Jay's got.
Am I invulnerable?
Yeah, well, your life and your
I
stamina
see,
are
they're tied.
Yeah. You got this, Rich.
So it's time to go to bed?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It tells me it's like, hey, it gives me a gentle reminder. If you didn't hear that, my phone just went bing, bing, bing. It gives me a gentle reminder in case I forget to go to bed, as I often do.
That's so sad
What?
that you forget to go to bed.
Well, I'm doing stuff.
I barely slept in like the last 2 days.
I gotta aim with this clamp stick. Oh god. There we
That's
go.
the thing, you know, you do stuff, you're
Yeah,
watching stuff.
You get busy, you do
get
things, you
busy.
forget to sleep.
Sleep, eat, stand up. My computer tells me a lot.
Really?
What?
He just walked into the fire and died.
Oh, great. That makes it really easy for you. Now you're gonna walk.
Well, I got the shoes. I wanted to get the shoes.
Really?
I wanted to get the shoes.
Really? He just walked into the fire and died.
I needed his shoes. He dropped shoes. They drop good stuff. It was
Yeah.
worth it.
But you're dead. You died.
Yeah, but I got the shoes.
He did. He did get the shoes.
Okay.
That's true. That's true.
I don't think no shoes are worth dying for.
Oh, they're terrible shoes. Oh, they're terrible shoes. Oh no, it was so not worth it.
All right.
Oh no.
That's great. I can't believe he walked into the fire. Well, those shoes look pretty good.
They look good, but are they like walk into a fire good? You know? These are the things you have to think about.
These are the tough calls you make when you're a samurai.
Yeah.
No,
I hate all you people.
absolutely. Have any of you guys seen 2010's Predators with
No.
Adrian Bodie?
I liked that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty okay. I think it kind of got like mediocre reviews when it came out. No one really talks about it anymore. I thought it was decent.
Like, I'm big into Predator, and I saw the trailer for that, and I go, nah.
I think it's worth watching.
Oh, yeah?
It's better than Predator 2, and I kind of like Predator 2.
Oh, okay.
It's got a good cast. Lawrence Fishburne's fun in it. He plays like a crazy man that's been surviving on the Predator planet for a while, like just on his own,
Nice.
like scavenging and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope I don't have to use the bow too much. That with a controller is just painful.
Yes, it is. No, I don't think you do. I haven't been using it a terrible amount. Yeah, everyone's saying it's fine. Like,
It's
Predators.
It's
Yeah.
If you like Predator, it's enjoyable. There's a fight scene between a predator and a samurai guy in it. That's fun,
What?
and it doesn't get like over the top, which
Uh-huh.
is kind of great for a modern movie.
That's great.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. New Shane Black
That's a good
Predator?
like lazy Sunday movie.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to challenge you in any way, but it's enjoyable.
Perfect. Perfect. Sir Onion Knight wants to know if Rich is a method actor. For example, would you only respond to the name Space Cop while filming Space Cop?
No. My method acting is I say the funny things.
Yeah. Until Mike says stop saying the funny things?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or that wasn't funny. Don't say that.
Oh, sure. Also was filming the prostitute scene in Feeding Frenzy as awkward as it was to watch.
No, it wasn't awkward. You talk about the things before you make them. You explain to everybody what's going on. They know what they're there to do. It's
You
fine.
get to see Tina Krause take off her clothes. It's great. And everybody's a happy time.
Yeah.
And everybody's happy time.
The only way scenes get awkward is if you don't properly discuss them with everybody beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
As long as everybody knows what they're there to do, it's fine.
Oh, they got me.
Jay, you see Moonlight yet?
Nope.
Nope.
I have not seen Moonlight.
Yeah.
I've heard it's good, but I know you saw it, and you
Yeah.
just kind of didn't care for it because it didn't have much of a story, right?
Great performances.
Yeah. I have this concern that it's like this year's Boyhood, where everybody loves it, everybody praises it, and I'm like, eh. But maybe it's good. I haven't seen it.
I understand where the praise is coming from,
Yeah.
but it's just not my type of thing. Controversial subject matter, great acting.
Jack, I need to know, am I getting close to a boss fight?
No.
Then we should think about calling it soon.
Okay. Do you want to run to a boss fight? Do you just want to see what the first big boss is?
Yeah.
Okay. I can help you run to a boss fight.
Okay.
Just so then you can see what the boss is like. So run, turn around. Left.
Do I climb up here?
Sure. Okay. So basically, once you get to the top of the tower, don't go down yet. So basically, you want to. Oh, look to your left. That ship there. There's a boss on that ship.
All right.
You got to get through a lot of shit to get to that boss. Do you want me to see if I can run?
Yeah.
Because I
you-
know
you
how to
s-
get
you-
there.
You do it.
I might be able to. Oh, you don't invert your. That's fine.
Switch back.
Well, I'm just getting you to the
We're
boss.
about here. We're about done here anyway.
Shit. I'm just gonna get you to the boss so you can see what the first boss looks like. I might be able to run there. I'm hoping I can run there. Some of these roofs have like
Yeah, I noticed.
collapsible parts. I got. Oh, fuck you. Hello. Running away. Oh! Maybe not.
All right.
We can call it.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Great. One more tip.
Or maybe not.
Maybe no more tips.
I don't know what we don't have anything to say about that Tyrant's Head. Sorry. Let's let's call it.
Yeah, I mean, we're not political pundits.
Great. All right. Open that one. Make that thing. Make that thing happen. All right, now is the point in the stream in which we thank all the people who subscribe to us during the stream.
Which we can't barely read on this small little monitor.
It's fine. I can kind of read it. Can you read it?
Cinnamon says, it's amazing. Twitch gives us a marker each month to remind us of the time and money we waste here. Here's to many more. Pizza Train 11, 24 fucking months in a row. Says, waiting on the What About Bob review.
Oh yeah.
We had a couple of thoughts, me and Jack.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
mind doing either a review of What About Bob
Okay.
or Demolition Man.
Demolition Man would be a good one.
Demolition Man is
or
fantastic.
possibly both.
I have a theory about Demolition Man, which is that everybody that loves Demolition Man loves the first half of Demolition Man.
Yes.
Because the second half loses all the satire and funny stuff.
Yes.
Except for me, who loves also the second half because I like action schlock.
Although at the end it is great. Doesn't he like kick
I don't
his
hate
head
the
off?
second half.
No,
But
it's
yeah, the
fine.
good
but
stuff
this,
is
everything
early
that
on.
people remember about Demolition Man is from the first like 25 to 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
But doesn't Wesley Snipes get his head kicked off at the end?
Yeah.
Am I misremember that?
I don't know
you're
if that's
not.
Wesley or if that's one of his
No, it's
henchmen.
Wesley Snipes. He gets frozen and then.
And then his head gets kicked
His head
off.
gets stomped
Okay.
on.
Well, that almost makes everything worth it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or What About Bob? Or Nothing But Trouble. That's a Jack and Rich
Ooh,
review.
nothing but trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
just
there you go.
putting that out there.
Okay.
LAHD or possibly LOD says,
Oh, that's good.
"Love Panty Party." LOL. That could be a capital I. I'm looking at this on a tiny monitor because our big screen is hooked up to the PS4, so I could have that name wrong, and if I do, I apologize. A Lil Raza, 12 months in a row, Yellow Ranger says, "Hey Jay, RB Snake."
Okay.
Kick Girl V says, "Thanks, Rich and Jack, for teaching me the value life lesson that everything is fine all the time."
It's true. Well, some of the time.
Godfather 42. 25 fucking months in a row says, 25 what? Watching you guys is like hanging with my old group of friends. Thanks. I'm sorry, your old group of friends apparently all died. Some kind of tragic accident. Edgar Allan Hopo says,
Yeah, that's a good name.
"Happy Valentine's Day, you hack frauds." For a second there, I was terrified that this was the 14th, and that, oh god.
Oh, just forgot everything.
God, Karen.
No, you still got like a week.
Yeah, we're fine.
Where'd I leave off? Oh, Edgar Allan Hopo. Okay.
We're fine. Just stop celebrating it. Valentine's Day is stupid.
Alien07 says, "I've been going through a shit time for the past few months. You guys and copious amounts of alcohol have helped keep me sane. So thanks. Also, fuck Trump." LT Camp B.
I mean, he said it. So not us, certainly.
I was just reading the thing.
Just read about what he said.
I'm reading tiny text, so I'm sorry if I get this wrong. This just looks like Chip or Lore. Spambot88 says, "Always nice to support you guys."
Thanks, Bambat.
I am Torso says, "Hooray! Another month of supporting you wonderful hacks." Snoog7 says, "Jay is the Poochie of prereq streams, but we hope he never returns to his home planet." Taggart McStone, 21 fucking months in a row, says, "Happy to see you guys online tonight." Striker, 1633 says, "I really enjoy listening to your streams. Keep up the great work, guys." Amatopolis! JJ Checker, JJ Cheeker, 13 months in a row, says, "Me personally, I love this stream. It's perfect in its simplicity, but complex in its subtlety." Waffle Tail, 18 months in a row. Modder Daughter. George Lucas, 69. They look like Geo something.
I know.
I'm trying to make it out.
You
This
guys
tiny
can't
little
see it, Rich,
tiny-
but it's like...
Squinting.
He's leaning in
He's
like
leaning
an
in.
old man.
And like he'll
Trying
start
to
a word
read.
just going, gee.
Hey, it's Walter. Jerkwad Live says, 10 months. Sadly, I might not be able to make the 12 months. I love supporting you and hope to again when things are better. Well, thank you, Jerkwad.
Do what you do.
You're not a jerkwad, despite what your name says. You non-jerkwad, you.
It's ironic.
You know, ironic just means funny. Like, that's all it means is funny.
Richburr says, "Yeah, I made it. No fear, no envy. 24 fucking months in a row," says HBO shit. What? Doc,
Oh, that was something we said like
Oh.
hours ago.
Dr. Shack.
That's the only problem is you can't be topical. You can't be like topical about stuff we talked about 3 hours ago when we did
Yeah.
it this way.
Dr. Shakma. Gaunt 1. Bless our drugs. 27 fucking months in a row. Freewheeling Pope says, "Hi guys, can you confirm whether or not it's really Mike?" All right, we'll look at the GIF later and then we won't be able to answer you because we'll be off the stream then. I have no idea if that GIF is Mike and we don't have time to figure it out. Clarb, or no wait, Crob, 21 fucking months in a row says, "Sup?" Lodern? Oh god, I wish I had better eyes. Lodum!
Do the best you can, Rich.
Danzacharo! I think. I really can't read. I'm sorry. Bongadog! 29 fucking months in a row says, "Because of RLM, life is more rich. No one jacks me around. And Mike is not all it's gonna be. Oh, Jay, no Joshin. Zen of Ben says, why am I still paying you hacks? Game Child UK says, longtime fan, 6 months ago, stop being a cheap fraud. Thanks! Genghis Borgnine, 27 fucking months in a row. Owen Thunderguns says, Smash Brothers stream with Jay and Josh?
No.
Some type of Chinese, Asian, or Japanese characters that I am unable to read in any way, shape, or form.
They probably.
That'd
Says-
be great if that was their actual name.
What-
Everything
what?
you just said.
Says, oh, Neo, I bought this yesterday. Pro Lead says, halfway to a year, I guess. Agent Orange 2321. Evil Manners. Zardor 90. Wicked Scotty 69 says, thanks for the memories, assholes. Just kidding. LOL. It's full of stars. Dr. Soyonese 22 fucking months in a row says, seeing Ice Cream Man show up on the Plinketto board reminded me of the 2014 April Fool's Best of the Worst. Jack, just wanting you to know I was actually disappointed that I wasn't going to watch you and Josh ramble on about that undoubtedly awful movie. Hometown Markup 30 fucking months in a row. And Nebdoza says, thanks, Hack Frauds. Love you guys. Thank you all for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
It's true, we really do.
All right, have a nice night, motherfuckers.